Hello, listeners. Today we bring you a very special episode of the Esoteric Order of Roleplayers. As some of you, or perhaps most of you may be aware, today is the 1-year anniversary of the passing of Greg Stafford. Chaosium announced a few weeks ago that to mark the occasion, 5 scenarios would be released on this day, made available for free in PDF form. And as line editor of the King Arthur Pendragon role-playing game, my contribution to this memorial was to edit and revise an unreleased, unpublished scenario that Greg initially wrote in 1991 and had been playtesting and refining shortly before his death. I'm quite pleased with how it all turned out, and I hope you'll give the PDF a look. The link is in the show notes. The session was recorded on the day of our annual Michaelmas feast at the end of September, and because of our festivities, we only had a little bit of time left in the day to get through the scenario. So I kind of drove things along with a bit of a tighter hand than I normally apply when I run Pendragon, and we got through one of the possible through lines of the plot in a little over 2 hours. I say one because this scenario actually presents something of a mini sandbox, certainly in the second act, in which the player knights may go in any one of multiple directions and experience quite a few and quite different potential outcomes. As you'll hear, we all had quite a lot of fun with it. If this is your first time listening to one of the Esoteric Order of Roleplayers game sessions, first of all, welcome. Secondly, a brief note on our format. Our sessions are recorded live at the table and put out with minimal editing. The aim of our recordings is to capture a game session as it is actually played. So it's sort of a warts and all situation. There will be instances of strong language. There will be strange digressions. Within the plot, of course, we do try and keep our out-of-character meanderings to a minimum. But if you are used to a more, say, heavily produced actual play, you will find this to be somewhat different of a listening experience, and hopefully one that is equally enjoyable. As I said before, the link to the scenario is in the show notes. That comes with 6 pre-generated characters, so if you have never run Pendragon before, I invite you to download the scenario and run it for your group. And so without further ado, let us get into the Esoteric Order of Roleplayers playing The Quest of the Red Blade.
Okay, and so what you'll all soon come to realize is that you are all members of a knightly order that you founded yourselves because you all participated in slaying the giant Logrin. So you're all the giant slayers.
Wait, what's the name of this adventure?
Binds you together.
What's the name of this, and what are we doing?
And so the name of this adventure is...
Who are you?
Exactly, I was going to say, and who are you?
And who am I? I am the giant.
Who am I?
I'm French.
Did you say you're French?
No. Sorry. Not
Okay,
that way.
alright.
The Quest of the Red Blade is the name of the scenario. And this is going to be the free Greg Day scenario that
Yes.
Chaosium will be releasing for Pendragon.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, you all have these established characters who have been knighting about for a few years and, doing your thing. You all know each other. And it is a fine summer evening in the year 535. And you are all guests of Sir Gregor de Stafford.
Okay, cool.
An aging roundtable knight.
What do we know about Sir Gregor?
He's devastatingly attractive.
He's handsome.
Top 20.
Charming to
I
be.
mean, just look at that illustration there.
Yep.
Handsome and charming.
My word.
Handsome, charming, bit irreverent.
Mm-hmm.
He's been boasting about things all night.
Like what?
And, if we only had time to go into all the boasts. But we gotta move it along, so...
We've already slain a giant? So
Yeah, we
talk
have.
about the 2 giants.
Yeah,
Has
you've
he
only-
done
you've
one?
only-
Two giants?
Yeah.
He was actually the first knight to slay a giant.
He is?
Right, yeah.
so-
And
Oh,
Julia.
so I'm hanging on to his
Julia.
every
Yeah.
word.
Any other knight who slays a giant is just following in his footsteps.
Can we introduce who we are?
Yes, we can. So why don't we go
We're
around
gonna
the
get
table?
there. All right. I am Sir Kalidas. I'm 24. I'm from London. I'm a Roman Christian, Lord of King Arthur. And I am married to Adriana, a French handmaiden to Lady Elisabeth, who married the cousin of the King of France.
Connections.
Yeah.
Okay. Any notable traits?
Loyalty to giants, to the giant slayers, that's us,
Mm-hmm.
is 16.
Nice.
And I'm good at law, being the Roman.
Indeed. How about your traits? Do you have
Okay,
anything at 16 or above?
Selfish,
Nice.
that's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
cheers.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Well, valorous and stuff.
Okay.
I'm a knight, hello.
And your passions and stuff?
Is loyalty giant slayers.
That's it?
Loyalty, that's it. Well, I'm 15, 14, you know.
Yep. All right. Renae, how about you?
Oh, all right. I am Sir Zoe. And I'm an ancient 27 years old. My homeland is Syria. My culture is Byzantine. And religion Orthodox Christian.
Good.
My lord is Justinian the Great.
Whoa.
Yeah, class cataphract. And my hometown is Antioch.
Antioch?
Antioch.
Oh.
And let's see, I have a destrier. Haha.
Any notable traits or passions?
Let's see. I am quite chaste. Yes. Very deceitful. Yeah. Yes.
Or Byzantine, after all.
But,
Complicated.
yeah.
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 Very proud.
Uh-huh.
Very prudent. And yet very valorous. Yeah.
Okay.
Enigma.
Are you married? Do you know? Do you have a kid? What do you got?
Nope.
How about
I have a sultry
passions?
voice.
All right.
Sultry
And
voice.
glossy black hair.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, what's Kalidas' distinctive features?
Exquisite beard and sparkling eyes.
Wait, what's your app?
What's your app?
15.
yes.
What's 15?
15?
15.
That is an exquisite beard.
Oiled and everything.
That's right.
How about
Only a
Zoe?
13.
Only 13. And do you have any notable passions?
Yes. Let's see. My honor. Is that 16?
Cool.
Loyalty, 16. Loyalty, giant slayers.
That's us.
That's us. That's right.
You've got to be married. You're 27.
I know.
Maybe you were.
Maybe he
Yeah,
was married.
that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Nope.
All right.
Is there some sort of confusion?
Oh, am I married? I don't think so. Right?
Nope.
Wow.
I'm super chaste though, so
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a
Oh.
religious
maybe it's
thing.
that. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unmarried.
Okay.
I
Unmarried.
think there's only one person that's married and they have the love life passion.
Oh, no.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, but it's only a 12.
Well, yeah.
It's not notable.
Okay.
Alright, so
Alright.
Desiree, I'm playing Sir Julian. And I am 26, homeland Benoit. My culture is Aquitanian. And my lord is Lord Philip. I'm a vassal knight in Paris.
Nice.
I am prudent. I am notably prudent. And I have a lustful I have a +6 to my lustful and charming accents. So when I hear something I like, then that's very nice for me. Loyalty to giant slayers.
That's us.
And something that your characters, I'm not sure if they would know, but you should know it out of character, is that I have an amour for Sir Etchin. Apparently.
That's me.
No!
And so that is something. My I'm trying to think. I'm skilled with a lance and on horse. Let's see here. No, wait, not on horse. No, not on horse. I'm skilled with a lance.
On foot?
And apparently, yeah, I'm good on foot. And I think that's everything you need to know about me.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Thanks. I was trying to make it short but sweet.
Indeed. Something you guys should also pay attention to. In your combat skills, you should all have different weapon skills
Oh.
specifics. Some of you might have sword, but some of you might have other things.
I have a flail.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh!
my flail. I'm skilled with a flail. Haha. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And a mace.
A mace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's scary.
That's scary, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sir.
You, Kalidas?
I'm Kalidas. I'm good with the sword.
Okay.
Yeah, I ran out of extras. I'm Sir Eshin. I'm the Irish knight from Cambria.
Irish accent.
Charming Irish accent,
Yeah.
apparently.
What's your app?
App 12, actually.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah,
That is
You
a
really-
very charming
He's
accent.
charismatic and charming.
that's
Wait,
right.
what was your app?
He's 13.
Okay.
I have curly hair and
You're the
smooth skin.
handsomest.
I am.
Notable trait is trusting.
Aww.
He has a directive trait of reckless in tournaments.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Drama.
Notable passions, love family. I think you probably edited out the loyalty clan.
Yeah, when I moved him over to Estergale, so he
Yeah.
lost that.
Okay.
No worries.
Yeah.
It's just that he has 2 love families now.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
just a note. So he has 2 love families at 21.
Okay. Wow.
He
wow.
really loves his family.
He
Yeah.
loves his family so much.
He loves both sides, his
Okay.
mom's side and his dad's
Right.
side.
Exactly.
Equally.
And honor 16, but his loyalty to Giant Slayers is only a 9.
Oh!
What?
Probably because he was grievously injured in the battle against the giant.
You gave too much.
Indeed. And he uses a great sword.
Okay.
Okay.
So wait, you had loyalty, family, and what else?
Uh,
Notable?
Love family is notable.
Or love family, sorry.
And
Yeah.
honor is notable. Honor 16.
And any traits?
Trusting at 16.
Trusting. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Last.
Ritter Lothar from Burgundia. Roman Christian German. A bachelor knight from Worms.
Yes!
I am notably worldly. And I have notable passions in honor, Rockstoffenite, and hate French.
Oopsie poopsie.
I'm surprisingly good at dancing and folklore. And not bad with an axe. I have actually already fought this giant in the past and lost my beloved uncle.
Oh, damn.
The giant was slain, and then I fought him again with you all when he was.
Okay, so revenge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And what's Lothar's app?
13.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, with that established, it is a growing late in the evening, and Sir Gregor poses a question to you all. Where's the adventure? That is the great Arthurian question these days. And so, as if to answer himself tonight, he tells of the quest of the Red Blade. A magical sword is in the possession of an evil king at the castle of the Kite, a fortress in western Cambria. The king is reputed to use evil magic to maintain his youth, though no one knows what kind of magic specifically. Whoever gets the sword would benefit greatly, and the world would be a better place without this vile king. So this is a quest, Sir Gregor points out, and not an adventure per se. An adventure is something where you take what comes to you and gain the glory that results. Whereas a quest, you gain more glory after it is finished because you've sworn to do it beforehand, and everyone expects you to succeed.
Right.
So, it is a greater undertaking because of that. If you were to take on this quest, you would have to travel across the wilds of Cambria, through the brooding kingdom of Povis, and thence to the Deefy River Valley, which will take you to the cursed kingdom of Marianith,
Okay.
Why is it cursed?
because of this evil king who rules
Yes.
How do we know he's evil?
it. Well, so it is said.
Because he uses magic to prolong his good looks.
That
Yeah,
could be
he's
part of
obsessed
it.
with his youth.
Yeah. He's
I will
unbalanced.
fight him.
At what cost?
We don't know.
I will fight him. I'll go after it.
Even though he wields Angao Kosh, the Red Death Blade,
I want that blade for my own.
then you should claim it.
Yeah. What do y'all think? fellow giant slayers?
I trust this Sir Gregor, and so
Uh-huh.
Inherently, there's just something so trustworthy about that.
You don't even have to roll for it, huh?
No, not even, I don't even have to roll. It's just something about, that's, something about that mug. Just,
That mug.
it just makes me want to just believe every word he says, and the world needs to be rid of this vile knight.
Yes, I think that honor demands that the world be cleansed of such dark men of ill repute.
All right. So, having taken on the quest,
Or what?
Well, I was just going to say
yes.
that I'm going to go do this because I want that sword.
Oh, you want the sword?
I want the sword for myself.
We'll see about that.
Yes.
We'll see about it.
And I wait until everyone has spoken because I have a, as you know, loyalty to Giant Slayer 16. Plus, I have a directed trait, trusting my battle companions.
Wow.
That's
So
us.
you've all decided to take on this quest, and I trust your opinion.
You don't want to be left out.
No. Yeah.
Lord, no.
We're doing what's best.
We're doing it.
Yes,
Okay.
and I believe you're right because that's what you decide. So.
Okay, so Sir Gregor explains the route to you. It's simple enough,
Okay.
up at least until you reach the Red Castle. And from there, you can engage a local guide to assist you the rest of the way.
Okay.
So the next day, you ride out. You go southeast initially to the market town of Stafford, before turning south and linking up with the old Roman road, the fortress of Penkridge. Stay overnight there as guests of the castellan of King Leodegrance of Cameliard. Then the next day, you depart and follow the well-paved and sturdy road, driving due west to the castle town of Shrewsbury, on the banks of the mighty Severn, just in time to catch the last rays of light. There, the Count Orofoise quenches your parched palates with some locally famous ale over a generous feasting board. You can all make heraldry rolls for me. Yeah, fuck this scenario.
Oh.
We're gonna run a feast.
Literally
I
have
don't
a
think
0 in heraldry.
Oh, nice.
I got a 1!
I got a 1 too. I believe it.
I failed.
That hurts.
Yes!
Failed.
The power of Dave's dice.
Well done.
Well, those of you who made your heraldry somehow know that this count is vassal to King Belenans of Povis, so you have now entered foreign territory.
Okay.
The count provides 2 of his own household knights as escorts the next morning. They take you deeper into the hills of Povis. Mid-afternoon brings you to the mighty edifice of the Red Castle, ruled by the chief of the Kidwin tribe. I'm going to massacre all of these Welsh words.
Good.
Apologies in advance. With Orofoise's knights as escorts, you are welcomed warmly. And you can all make courtesy rolls now.
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
Made it.
Although, is that modified by your glory?
No.
Okay,
No.
made it. Made
Missed
it.
it by 2 again.
Also missed it by 2.
How
I
many
made
of
it.
you?
I made it.
Yeah, 2 of you.
Missed
Okay.
by 7.
Ouch. All right, so the chief takes a liking to Julian and Kalidas. And and he says, "Would you all like a guide into the interior as you make your way across the
Yes, please.
the mountains?"
Yes, that's very considerate.
Brother Dogmail.
Dogmel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I gotta say under my breath.
Dogmel.
So this sort of, wimpy-looking little friar steps forward,
Yes.
Most friars are wimpy.
Yeah. He says, Brother Dogmel here can show you the safest route over the mountains, though I do advise against it. You will be going west through the lands of the Kai Feriag and the Marianith tribes. Do not bother the people. Even your great King Arthur cannot help the criminals in those lands.
Whoa. Really?
What?
And be warned,
What?
be warned that the King of the Crane is a thief and a liar,
King of the Crane?
and no friend to strangers.
Wow, this guy's
king of the crane.
Slanderous to the brim.
He is spilling the tea.
He really is.
The king of
Whoa.
the crane is the
Tea is
king.
delicious.
Piping hot.
Is the king of the crane? Is he part of the Red Castle? That's the king who's in the Red Castle.
The king of the crane rules over the Kaifeliog people.
Oh, so he's a
west
sep-
of here.
Okay, so he's not part of the Red Castle.
Oh, Lord, no.
Can you tell us more about the king of the Red Castle?
The king of the Red Castle? You mean the Count Orfoise?
Yes.
Castle of the Kite.
Yeah.
Oh, the Castle of the Kite.
Sorry, I don't know. Why did I hear Red Castle?
Because you just stayed there.
Oh,
We were just there.
Totally
The red
understandable.
sword and
The
the red
red-
castle
yeah.
are
They
getting
kind of
connected.
went like this.
they
Yes.
Because
They did
here,
to me too.
because here in Cambria, it's all about the
I
reds.
sense cahoots.
did. Uh huh.
We've got red dragons. We've got red swords. We've got red castles. It's a thing we do. So,
Okay.
Yeah, being from Paris, I'm not familiar with this custom.
of course, this is savage backwater.
Yes.
I feel like being from Cambria, I should get some kind of homeland bonus here.
You
yeah,
should.
I think
Knowing
so.
all this about the Reds.
Well, I would say being from Cambria, you recognize a lot of provincial boasting going on.
Like what?
Oh, your King Arthur can't help you here.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
right, right.
I noticed
It's
that.
traditional. He'd say that if we were coming from any other king.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And the whole bit about the King of the Crane might just be local rivalries because whenever you're neighbors, there's tends to be a lot of bad
Yeah.
blood.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
soccer thing.
exactly right. Yeah.
King of the Crane, not so bad.
Okay.
King of the Crane is a West Ham fan. So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
like,
Man
screw that
United.
guy.
God.
Fuck
All right.
Casino.
Yeah. pretty much.
exactly.
All right. So if that's the case, thank you for your hospitality and.
Let's take the little guy.
Yeah.
Let's take
Yeah, let's-
Dog
Let's
Milk.
take
take the
Dogmill.
brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
What can Dogmill tell us about this? I mean, area. Are we leaving today? Or
No, you got there at night, so you overnight.
Can he tell us more in the evening about?
No, because you're sort of like boarded in the hall, right? Sort of segregated from the household.
Yeah.
So you don't cause any trouble. But
Yeah.
he'll more than happily talk with you on the ride. So.
Oh, okay.
So in the morning you head out with Dogmill. He's riding a mule. And
What's the mule's name?
doesn't seem to have a name. Because he spends most of his time complaining about his sore back and his gout afflicted ankles.
How old is this man?
He was like in his 40s.
It's 12.
12.
He's a solid 16 at the very most.
Huh. Well, what can you tell us about this area?
Oh,
Brother.
well, it's for a holy man like myself, I can travel from place to place with no real danger, but for you knights, you'll want to look out for bandits. There are many bandits swarming these hills, armed with their cursed bows that can pierce steel at 100 paces. And there's just much ill will and bad blood between the different tribes. So
If you haven't noticed, you're traveling with knights.
Yeah.
yes,
So
I
the
know.
bandits, they won't discriminate.
Oh, I'm well aware, and I've been working my rosary this entire
Shitting
time.
yourself the whole time.
Exactly.
Oh, well, okay.
But hopefully, with the protection of Saint David and Jesus Christ himself, I will see this through.
St. David and baby Jesus.
That's right.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Oh.
Well, yeah, hopefully you are right. I crossed myself.
Yeah. Yes. So, oh, my back.
Okay, I'm going to have my squire, Sispert, kind of keep an eye on him. He has good first aid.
Okay.
And so I just want to, tell Sispert, hey, just be aware of the brother. Just make sure that he's okay and he's not, in too much pain.
I think we have some tart cherries for him.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
something.
that's helpful.
Something that'll work.
I might blow him out.
What?
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 He just needs an enema.
That's
It'll
right.
be fine.
Exactly.
All right. So, we're traveling
Everyone
along.
needed then.
Well. So, you've been traveling through quite wild terrain, very wooded, unsettled. You haven't seen a single soul the whole day. Finally, you reach a downslope, entering to a vale, and you see in the distance at the bottom of the vale a very tall wooden tower, perhaps 5 stories tall.
Wow.
Perched atop it, visible even at this distance, is a gigantic crane.
Whoa.
Like a crane? Like a
Like
bird?
a bird.
Giant?
Like a burb.
How big is it compared to the building?
It's at least another story.
What?
Whoa!
Yeah.
Is that a dragon?
What is
It's
that?
got to be a dragon.
It's the
Yeah.
crane.
Crane dragon.
Action knows.
Yeah.
The tower is surrounded by a wooden palisade that's 2 miles in diameter.
Damn.
Wow.
What?
Yes.
Who built this?
Yeah.
The crane did.
No.
The crane and his companions.
This is what happens when you build a castle on rock and roll.
Yeah, I'm just going to be spitting bullshit this entire time.
Spitting bullshit this entire time.
That's right, the crane and his army of smaller cranes.
Well, you can all make
I find that
hunting
funny.
rolls so that you don't have to believe his BS.
I always believe his BS. I love his BS.
Fail.
Hunting rolls?
Yes.
Fail.
Hunting. My hunting
I
is
fail my
terrible.
hunting. I believe every word he says. Plus, he's
I
so
have
charming.
rolled. Look at this, Des. I've rolled the same thing
You
every
did.
time we've
You
rolled.
have.
Like
Oh my.
14, 14,
Nobody?
14.
Don't
I
toss
don't
him in
think.
the salt
Did
bowl.
anyone of us pick characters that were good at hunting? I don't think so.
I'm an 8.
I have a
That's
10.
right.
Did the person who
It's the
created
other
the
two that actually
pre-gens
have
create
hunting.
any characters that are good at hunting?
Yeah, I created at least one.
This is effectively a playtest of these pre-gens, so I will be making modifications
Yeah.
afterwards.
Hunting.
Definitely,
Yes.
definitely adding hunting.
Note to self.
I believe everything Eshin says because he's very charming with an Irish brogue.
An Irish brogue.
Yeah.
You can see that the crane has swiveled its head and is watching all
Oh,
of
no!
you.
No, I don't
No!
like that.
And then
No!
you see its beak open.
No!
And then since you're, miles away, it takes a couple seconds before that reaches you.
Oh,
you know.
wow.
I
I
don't like
presumed
that.
it was a false being.
Oh no,
that's
it's the
real.
cry of the crane.
It's very real.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
So
Shit.
let's go after that shit, man.
So actually,
Chicken dinner.
it says that my
Winner, winner.
stuff in night can be used in place of proud or valorous.
Yes.
Can be. What's the determining factor as to if I can use it?
You can only use a passion once per day.
Yes, that's true.
Okay. So if I've already used my honor.
Well, no, if you've already used if you've already used your specific German passion once already, you can't
Or
use it.
Staffanite. I don't understand
What
why
is-
that's so hard.
What is that?
Yes, if you can't use your Staffanite, if you've already used it once, you can't use your Staffanite again to replace either your.
No, but I'm saying, like,
valors.
I can still, like, say I've already used honor
Mhm.
today.
Right?
I could use that in place of honor.
It
Is it
should be
considered
in
a passion?
place of proud or.
Oh, sorry, not
valorous.
honor. Proud or valorous.
Yeah.
Never mind. Traits.
Got it.
Yeah.
Traits.
Okay.
Alright,
trait.
I understand now. I just had to talk it out like an asshole. Alright,
Nice.
thank you.
No, that wasn't assholeish at all.
No.
It was totally normal.
Yep.
I got you. I told you it would be confusing.
I love it. It's fun.
Much closer to, coming up the hill are 6 armored men on horseback. They
Okay.
have no insignia or heraldry.
Oh.
One of their number turns and rides back towards the palisaded tower.
We're busted.
Well, we're just travelers. Correct?
Correct?
Right, we're just travelers.
through.
We're fucking knights.
Well, I mean, we're going.
I'd
We're
like to
we're not-
ride right up to them.
Oh god, here we go.
Yeah.
that's my prudent coming through.
Yeah,
it
We're
is,
yeah.
just
Yeah.
travelers. And
Yeah.
then the turn like fuck the French fucking knight.
Yeah, no, you fucking coward.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm just,
My prudent is also at 15. So.
yeah, I'm just trying to.
All right.
Mine's
Wait,
16.
Oh.
There he goes.
There he goes.
As usual.
Yeah.
And he's on.
She.
Only slightly
She
reckless,
goes.
but I think that the perceived cowardice
Yeah.
of the French
Yeah.
member of our group, which I don't even know why you're here actually.
Well, technically he's
Ooh.
Aquatini and not
Yeah, I'm
French.
Aquatini.
I mean,
French adjacent.
You're
Paris.
French
But
adjacent.
you're German. Why are you
Prague.
here?
And why aren't I here? You assholes.
Okay, well,
Save your
I thought-
spleen for them.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
So, Eshin, what's your prudent?
10-10.
Okay. I'm just trying to see who's beyond my side. Like,
I'm
what the hell?
absolutely on your
Thank
side.
you. So what the hell,
Abs-
man? Like, what is this?
Yeah.
I write forward
Oh.
confidently
Yep.
in an amicable way.
Okay.
All right, all right.
Oh, bye bye. It's been nice knowing you.
See ya.
So, one of the riders also spurs his horse forward and holds his hand up in greeting. He says, "You have entered the lands of the Kaifeliog tribe. Who are you? Where are you from? And what is your business here?"
I'm only slightly honest.
Oh.
Hail, we are a band of friends and adventurers who are
Travelers.
Just traveling.
Just traveling
friends
through.
and adventurers who are Those guys in the back.
Travelers!
Just travelers. So, no, we're Jesus Christ.
Friends and adventurers.
Friends and adventurers who are simply out seeking the next
Sunshine.
sorry, the next source of glory and of conquest.
That's it. I said exactly.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah,
we
that's
want
pretty accurate.
we want adventure in the great wide somewhere.
yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
we seek the
What?
hospitality of
Oh,
your.
no.
You want to be where the people are.
Yes, you want to see dancing.
I'm really good at dancing, guys.
Yeah, good. It'll be good.
Yep.
Okay. Here we go.
No, we seek the hospitality of your honorable tribe, and you know,
We're just passing through.
very impressed by your.
By the crane. The crane
Size
is
of that
most
crane, though.
impressive.
It
Yeah.
is impressive.
Yeah. Where did you acquire
Your
such-
holdings are quite impressive.
Where did
Well.
you acquire such a beast?
Therein lies a tale that can be told only by my lord,
Oh.
the king of the castle of the crane, Garan.
Oh,
All right.
I am banned, and I will take you there.
the accent's doing something to me.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Oh, he's got that nice little Welsh accent.
Ocean has some competition.
He's the only gay in
Not
the
really.
village.
Efshin's got a flirting at 20.
What?
Oh!
Hey, Ben, are you
I
doing?
think that's what they call a mic drop.
Yeah.
He's just naturally lovable.
Oh,
God
no. Okay,
damn.
never mind.
That's a heartbreaker.
God
All right.
damn.
I'm
Oof.
finding it intriguing. I want to hear this tale.
Yes, we'll
If
do.
you'd be kind enough to take
Forth.
us in.
Hence.
Yeah, we would love to hear it.
All right.
The crane.
I know the crane is scary. Its eye is like as big
It's
as a fucking
too
shield,
big.
right?
I've
Or
seen
bigger?
bigger birds.
You have?
Where?
Probably.
In the swamps around
In
Somerset.
the wilds of Saxony.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
The uncivilized,
Saxony area.
uncivilized territories.
German.
Yeah.
Which is like a trace.
Is that
Saxon adjacent.
Nothing like those blonde
No?
braided bastards. We believe in the love of Christ. And also some big ass birds.
Big birds.
Hmm.
All right.
Big birds.
So, you pass through the gate of the Castle of the Crane.
Is the crane staring at us as we
It's
walk?
watching you the entire
And
time.
its eyes as big as like a shield or bigger.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
It's huge.
Yeah. And it's just
I
like...
still don't think it's a real bird.
It's ear.
No.
You think it's mechanical somehow?
Are
Yeah.
there like massive bird shits?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Oh, there are?
Okay.
Oh,
Wait.
The tower is just streaked with it.
Oh
Alright.
God!
Yeah.
These guys are dedicated to their farce.
Okay. Probably like
I'm
it
kidding,
on
it's
fire.
completely true. That bird shits a lot.
But does it? Oh man!
Oh, so what's it eating?
Oh, what is it eating to create such
Oh, yeah.
massive shit?
Virgins.
Oh yeah.
Virgins.
There's just a giant seed bell right next to it.
Yeah.
In a little mirror.
It's how they get it to stay, actually.
Yeah.
Near, yes.
Yeah, it's the only place that, puts out food.
I need the biggest seed bell you have. No, that's too big. Alright, so... Alright, so there's gateways periodically. This palisade's like way too big to ever be an effective defensive ring,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are gates, and so they're open for one of them is open for you, and you pass through, and then right onto the tower where you are greeted. Your horses are shown to a nearby stable along with your squires, and
Our
band.
squires are stabled
These squires are stabled and
and
have,
watered, fed and
Next to the
watered.
horses.
they have the feed bags slipped over their faces.
They check their hooves for rocks.
Yeah.
They check their boots for
There's
rocks.
a separate seed bell.
Yeah,
All the squires like
yeah.
flop around.
All the food here is seed based. Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty powerful.
Sort of scratch it. Too.
Yeah. It's like,
Uh,
light at it.
and then Band escorts you to the wooden stairway that
Band?
ascends. Yes, Band.
That's the guy.
That ascends to the door on the second level of the tower, and you enter a hall. And at the far end sits the king of the Castle of the Crane. So he gives you a formal greeting, and again asks your identity, business, and so on.
Who wants to speak up?
Lothar.
What would
Well,
Lothar,
he's got
you
the
seem
highest
to be the
glory.
mouth.
yeah, or courtesy? Would it be courtesy?
Who does have the highest glory?
I have
Oh,
2090.
2050.
2086.
2073.
2097.
Oh!
That's my
It's
default
Lothar.
in the mouthpiece.
That's right.
But I'm prettier.
What?
You
You're
are.
bigger?
So I'll be right next to
Yeah,
you.
that's true.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I'll allow that.
Yeah,
I
that's
definitely
important.
believe in the
Yeah.
That's
power
fine.
of app.
Power of app.
Well, Pendragon believes in it
I'm
too.
modest enough
does.
to know that having a handsome man beside you with an exquisite beard like that can accomplish a lot of things.
Definitely. It's
Yes.
the glinting.
The
what
glint.
is it? What is
Sparkling eyes.
sparkling
Sparkling
eyes,
eyes
with the glinting
And an oiled
Exquisite beard.
beard. What is that? What are the highlights? Like blonde, gold, or red, or what's going on there?
Oh,
Or is
the
it black
above.
as a raven's wing?
I don't know. It
You're a
doesn't say.
Roman, so
Yeah, it's going to be dark. Oh, well, I don't know.
you look like a bust of Marcus Aurelius.
There you go.
All right, good.
But younger.
Younger and less philosophical.
All right, so we're presenting ourselves in front of this king.
King of Crane Castle?
King Garen.
Garen.
Ah, King Garen. We are a band of friends and adventurers who are simply seeking our way through your lands on the way to the next source of entertainment and glory.
That's it.
Well then, you are welcome in my hall for as long as you wish to stay. We have guest quarters attached to the tower where you may freshen up after your long journey, and then
Wow.
please return here, and we will make sure you are fed and entertained.
Sounds
I heard
fantastic.
there was a tale about this crane.
I'd be happy to share the tale of the crane. Absolutely.
I would love to hear it.
But please, first go
Okay,
go refresh
Go clean
yourselves.
yourselves.
I
Yeah.
think
Wash
we're
off the
trusting.
stink of your horses.
We have nothing to worry about. This guy is
Yeah, he's solid.
phenomenal level of hospitality.
I fail my trust in
If he was not trustworthy, that bird would not stick around.
Exactly.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's a really good point. I'm
Because
super
why is the
suspicious.
bird the barometer? We're having this conversation as we're walking.
Yeah.
Back to how is the bird the barometer for his trustworthiness?
When has a miraculous beast never been a barometer in one of the great stories?
It's terrifying.
It
There's
is.
something ungodly about it.
It's majestic. It stinks a little bit, but it's still majestic.
I still believe it's a dragon in disguise.
Yeah,
I
there's
think
something
get a dragon
wrong.
to hold still with all those feathers on it.
I don't know. They've trained it somehow.
I think we're freshening up.
Yes.
yeah.
Splashing water.
Splashing
in your
water.
face.
Like, I don't know about this bird.
I failed my trusting also.
Wow.
Yeah, me too.
So who
I-
here is trusting? Is it just
I'm trusting. I made my
Lothar?
trusting.
It's
Oh,
me,
really?
yeah.
That's surprising.
It is.
Yeah.
I rolled a
Oh,
two.
you three? Okay, so we're just like, I don't know.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I
No.
don't know.
Yeah.
3 to
Yeah.
2. All right.
It's
You keep a
cowards
monster
versus
like that
Yes,
in
the
girl?
Roman and the Aquitanian.
All right. I mean, in terms of being called
Yeah.
out more and more, I may have to challenge you. You're impugning, I think, on my honor.
Okay.
To be called a coward is a really serious threat.
And yet, I think from Paris, it is not the first time.
No, it's
Here
not.
we go. Here
and
we
I've
go.
beaten them all.
Oh,
And
time.
you'd see they're, they're lying, in I don't know. But basically, there's a trail of bodies. We'll just put it that way.
A stack.
The stack.
Yeah.
leading behind.
So unless you want to have a challenge, I think we're just starting off on this quest that Sir Gregor told us about. I want to honor that quest, and challenging each other is going to get us nowhere.
Ah, but you were the one who issued the challenge, sir.
Yes, because you're calling me a coward. That's my honor. All right, that's it.
It's go time. It's go time under the big
Yeah,
bird.
no, I make my honor. Like I'm feeling some kind of way about this.
Okay.
I will not be called a coward amongst my kinsmen. Like you are my brothers. We're the giant slayers. Are we not?
Well, oppose it against your loyalty giant slayers then.
I failed
That's
my loyalty
20.
giant slayers.
I make my
I
loyalty giant
succeed my hate
slayers.
friend.
Did you roll higher on honor or loyalty?
Higher on loyalty.
There you go. Loyalty is
It's
more
been a
important
long
than
day.
honor.
It's been a long day. We've been traveling hard with this annoying monk. Let's relax. Let's wash our faces and sit down, have a cup of ale, and listen to this beautiful story. Yeah.
Dogmail's sitting on the steps outside the keep, rubbing his ankles.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, my bursitis.
Oh, jeez.
I think my squire's helping him with that.
Yeah.
I told him to.
Oh, yeah.
Throw in some potions.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
squire's
Yeah.
pulping it.
Yeah,
Just
just
this.
rub it deeper, boy.
Yeah. Like, oh,
His hands are stained from liniments.
Yeah.
the corns.
You've got to push through the fibrous tissue to get to the muscle underneath.
Yeah.
I'm just
Break
saying,
it up. Break it up. Get
for the sake.
the humors flowing.
I'll stop.
Go ahead.
No,
For the
that's
sake
fine.
of
I'm
what?
done.
No, all right, we're done? All right.
All right.
Okay.
Meat awaits, gentlemen.
Yes.
Ah, yes.
So indeed, you are treated to wine and bread for appetizers and
That's nice.
Bloomin' onion.
And
There we
bloomin'
go.
onion.
Yeah, that's right.
That's all we
Some
got.
potato skins.
And later that evening, as you are tucking into some deer entrails.
Lord.
This
This is the life.
hospitality.
This is living.
Deliciousness.
That's right.
Wow.
Yummy.
The
yum.
Cambrians call it Hospitaliano. And
30 years.
Glad you
That's
do.
horrible. That's terrible. Don't like that.
Abundanza.
Anyway, as
Just protest.
Oh god. All right.
she hates it when I make that joke. All right, so
It's like number 237.
yeah,
Look at me.
exactly.
No, I'm glad it's new, and I'm glad it went really well.
I'm glad it went well.
And moving on.
Yeah.
Glad it went well. Glad
What do you want me to say? Keep going.
Well, all right, so
It went over very well.
It's kind of like when you interview the athlete at the end of the game.
Yep.
Like,
That's it. Jesus Christ. This all went really well.
Okay, it went
really well. You know, we just got out there, we did our best.
Oh, thank God, and baby Jesus,
We left it all on the field.
Saint David. Yeah. Giant crane. Great.
Oh, man.
Alright.
So as you're sawing away on your deer entrails,
Yes.
On
Delicious.
our deer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Our deer, yeah.
deer entrails.
Yeah.
So King
slurping
Garen.
magnificently.
So King Garen, you know, so any particular adventure? Huh? Anything you're actually after? Deciding spontaneously, King Garen is played by Jeff Goldblum. Anything?
Oh no!
Anything in particular?
We're screwed.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought you were going to regale us with the story of the crane.
Oh yeah, the crane. Well, funny story. It's a funny story that.
Yeah.
But first, I'd like to know. Are you looking for the Red Death Blade? Is that what
Whoa! He just came out with it.
He
What?
just straight up
All right,
said.
everyone roll your
You
honest
said it.
deceitful
I know.
keep a straight
I failed
face.
my honest.
No?
I made my honest.
I made my
failed,
honest also.
I also
made my
failed my
honest.
deceitful.
I failed my deceitful, made my honest.
Made my honest.
Yeah.
I failed both.
All right. So those of you who made your honest, gonna have to spill.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you want that. We want that. We want that sword for ourselves.
We do.
Both of us stated
we're
as much.
we are in a contest.
So yes, we are after the red blade.
See, because the Red Blade figures in a little bit with the story I'm going to tell.
So please tell
I'm
us.
glad you told me.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Thank you for being honest.
Yeah.
All right. So here is the story of King Garen.
Okay.
My ancestor is Cunetha Imperator,
Yeah.
descended from the line of Belai the Great. King Cunetha came from the far north to this part of the mountains at the invitation of the High King in order to combat the Irish who had settled hereabouts. With him was his son Anion the Impetuous, who was later the king of Gomereth after Cunetha, and also Mercion, the son of Typipion. Typipion had gained the sword Red Death on a great adventure, and had died in noble battle long before his family moved to Cambria. During the fighting, Mercion slew the Irish leader Belai, son of Benli the Giant,
Okay.
and as a reward was given the land of Decini and Dyfi rivers as his fief. It is still called after him Merioneth. He ruled with wisdom and justice. Mercion had 3 sons, Cadwallader, Cadwallin, and Blaethud. The youngest was a holy man and fathered many holy people who wished no possessions of this earth. King Mercion left all his lands to the elder, Cadwallader, as is the custom, and he left the sword to the younger, Cadwallin. Though Cadwallin served his brother loyally and well, it was insufficient because a kingdom was not enough. Cadwallader had to have the sword as well.
Yep.
Cadwallin was sent on a mission and disappeared, but the sword returned to Cadwallader. Naturally, everyone suspected foul business, but
Yep.
they were silenced.
Oh.
When the son of Cadwallin came of age, he demanded his father's sword, but was refused, and barely escaped with his life.
Oh!
This son of Cadwallin was Gordon, a good man who married well. He collected many loyal followers and often raided his uncle's lands, driving off many cattle and sheep.
I bet.
He obtained the support of the king of Gomereth, and they invaded the valley where the evil king lived. And though they were more numerous, they were slain to a man, because Cadwallader was the sworn subject of the evil god Idris, who sits upon a great throne, a mountain in that land.
Okay, yeah.
Giard was the son of Gordon. He was with the Emperor Maxen Vledig and helped him to become emperor. He heard of the adventure of the crane and left the army to pursue that and achieved it because he was the most just man in the world. He returned to his birthplace here and built the tower and wall that you see. The crane, the objective of the adventure, is the mighty creature that sits atop the tower and warns us of any strangers who approach. Being the crane of justice, it is attuned to the unjust King Cadwallader, and has warned us whenever he has attempted to attack us. The powers of Idris cannot reach this far, and so we have driven off every raid and invasion. Giard had a son named Gilvathan, my own father, who bequeathed his patrimony to me. Each of us in turn has resisted the evil designs that our own kin have thrust upon us without success. Each of us has attempted to obtain the sword. Giard and Gilvathan both died while trying to retrieve it. We have all failed.
Wow. Wow. This is going to be hard.
I told you it was a great bird.
Why do you think you all failed?
Is he still going?
Well, that sad tale is to warn you that your journey bears great danger.
Yeah, got it.
I
However,
bid
there's
you...
great danger in allowing that king to prevail and own that sword, right?
That's true.
Indeed there is. If you wish to pursue this quest, I will help you with directions to the Castle of the Kite. And I only ask one thing, then, that you would swear that should you succeed in obtaining the sword, you must return through my castle to bring it to me, for I would fain look upon it just once before it departs my lands forever.
Yeah, he just wants to look at it.
I failed my trusting.
Yeah, I feel.
Look with your eyes, not with your hands.
Yeah, I fail my trusting as well.
Crit my
I don't
trusting.
believe him.
Oh,
at all.
wow.
Crit it. Oh,
Jesus.
Wow, I don't believe him at all.
I don't either. He wants it for himself.
Yeah.
So I think with a critical trusting, you swear on the spot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can do, will do.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since it's going to be your sword.
That's right.
You can do what you like with
That's
it.
true.
Yeah.
Good
We'll
point.
see about that.
It's an excellent point. You know what? I can be generous.
What's your
People see it.
generous?
Magnanimous, even.
4. I'm a generous of 4.
Jesus.
Generous. You can
I'm
look
saying
at it.
I'm generous. That's different than being
Yeah,
generous.
it's
You
true.
can look at it from the road, like while
As
we're
I'm
passing
driving by.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just hold it up in the
Wait,
air as
yeah,
you ride.
As I
See
kill the
it,
crane
bye.
with it.
I don't think that's
Yeah.
part of the deal, though.
Kill the crane
You
with
can, you
it.
can watch the sword as I cut the crane's
As I
head
cut
off.
the crane,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scaling the tower like King Kong.
Well,
Oh, man.
All right. So the king says, "Enough of me. Please, if you would, tell us of yourselves and your deeds. For we have few strangers here and know nothing of old rumors of the world outside.
I have a
Ever
tale.
since the merchants ceased to pass through."
The
Yes.
merchants have ceased to pass through. Uh-oh.
Indeed.
Why do you think that is? That's not good. All right, I will tell the tale of how I was held captive by the Saxon outlaw Sir Turquoine. And then I was freed by Lancelot.
Hmm. You gotta make an orate roll.
Funny story. Same thing happened to me. Was it? Was our
Must have been the same.
whole group?
That didn't happen to me.
What?
No, I fought for Arthur in the Battle of Terra against
Made it.
Mirshatak.
Mirkatak,
Yeah.
you made your orate.
I made my orate. With
Great.
a 2.
It's a tale and a tale well told.
Isn't this the place where we're at, the Mirshatak or whatever? Or no?
No.
There's
That is-
Pix. That's Pix.
That
not-
is in Ireland.
That's Ireland proper.
Yeah, that's how I met. That's how I met this guy.
This guy.
Been ruining the day. Ever since. So yes, I
It's just gotten him into trouble.
yes.
Oh, well.
But how can you say no to this face?
I
Yeah,
know.
that's-
It's impossible.
Well, it's actually quite easy. It's the accent.
Anybody else have a tale to share?
Yeah, no, I fought for Arthur in the Battle of Terra.
Make your orate roll.
Oh dear God.
What for Arthur? you say?
Or if
Wow.
you want, I could say you could even roll battle. Depends on how you want to tell the tale. Do you want to tell it narratively, or do you want to tell it strategically?
Or do you want to act it out?
And then we got on their left flank, and I declared a charge, and we smashed into them.
No,
routed
I
them.
think I'm gonna. Let me try orate.
Okay.
Okay.
I crit it.
Yay!
Well done.
So yeah, so I tell this beautiful tale, and I may weave in. That's how I met Sir
Oh.
Eshin. I can't help but like kind of
Oh, God.
embroider that little part because I lost my horse, and he found it for me. And
There
wait,
he
what
was,
that?
silhouetted against
He
the
brought
sun.
me a horse. Yeah, he brought me a
Exactly.
horse, and I'd lost my horse. So that
You were
happened.
unhorsed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on multiple levels.
indeed.
So yeah,
Okay.
so there's subtext.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. So,
They don't get
A
many
lot of
visitors.
garrison duty.
I've got a lot of garrison duty.
It's true, you did.
Well, you are kind of a military-minded
Yeah.
guy, so you know. All right.
Gimlet's
So,
a nice place. So it's
Someone
okay.
had to.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's got to be done.
all right. So the king has listened to these tales and is particularly impressed by Sir Julian's tale of valor.
Yeah. Wow.
And he says, well, perhaps you have the virtue and prowess enough to succeed in this quest. But one word of caution. Do not tell King Cadwallader the purpose of your visit.
Okay.
The sword is his most precious possession.
Sure.
And revealing your reason of coming will land you in the dungeon or dead.
Okay. That makes sense.
Or both.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dead in the
One, then
dungeon.
the other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Order
and then an over
TBD.
again.
Yeah.
Order T. Time permitting.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
That's good news.
I assume you rode in on the types of mounts you ride in the lowlands.
Yes.
But if you would like some sure-footed mountain ponies to convey you further over the hills and peaks.
better
That's a
be
great
cute.
idea.
They're not cute. I don't want them.
They're wonderful.
They're adorable.
Yeah. Mountain ponies. Yeah.
We will hold your
Would you roll
regular
proud
horses
for
here.
that to see if you would
Um.
to sit upon a...
You
Mountain
could if you
pony?
wanted to.
Really?
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
My proud is 12. Like, I'm not super prideful.
Modest. Oh, I rolled a 1 on my modest. Yeah, sure, I'll ride the pony.
Well, let's give these ponies a once over though. Make sure they aren't.
Yeah, I make my
secretly lame
modest.
or something.
I'm.
Yeah.
I will take the gift.
You will take it.
But he's.
All right.
But did you hear the second half of the sentence?
Oh, no, we
he's
have
going to be
to-
holding our horse.
I know.
Whoa, no, no, no,
I
no,
know,
no,
right?
Well,
Yeah.
you're roundseas.
Yeah.
You can take your chargers with you.
Oh,
no.
They'll
My
just-
destrier?
They'll be led by your squires.
Yeah, they'll take
Okay.
it. You can take it with me.
Okay. Ooh.
I know.
All right.
That was a little worrisome.
Whoa, no, 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 no. Whoa, no, 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 no.
No, no, no. 86, no.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a good horse.
All right. So, let's see here.
Half mountain goat.
Are you crazy?
So yeah. So if that's all for this evening,
That's plenty.
okay.
I mean, I haven't heard stories like that in
It's
years.
a good story.
It
Two
is-
good stories in
Yeah.
one night. Come
Oh,
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 if you count the. What about the sword? Right.
Yeah, the
Sure.
one that told us, yeah.
Yeah. Many a good tale.
You've heard the one from Julian a couple of times already.
That's true.
But it's the best I've told it in a while.
That's true. You really got into it.
Yeah.
So the next day, the king meets you along with his man Band,
Yeah, band.
who will guide you to the edge of their lands.
Band will or the king and band?
Just Band.
Okay.
So you all mount up on your ponies, and
What the hell? Why are you
Yeah.
doing that?
Oh, yeah.
sorry, I couldn't resist.
Oh.
And they are awfully cute, though. They're very fuzzy.
Oh my God.
You know, they're like mountain ponies.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
This is the mountain pony thing.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
That's good.
All right. Yep.
Good. No,
We
it's
get
Good
it.
stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right. All right. Back it.
It's solid. It had the intended effect.
All right. Brother Dogmail, of course, is continuing on with you.
Is he on a pony?
He's on his mule still.
Yeah, he's on a stretcher at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So,
tendinitis.
Oh, my chilblains.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask him if he's okay. Like, how are you holding up?
Oh, well, with sufficient prayers to God, I am still alive to greet another day.
Yeah.
He says, lamenting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Miserable.
God has not seen fit to call me to Providence just yet.
He's like 41. Like,
Yeah.
all right.
Like a day over 60.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's. Let's see. Which squire was rubbing the liniments
Sispert,
yesterday?
Sispert.
Sispert, yeah.
Sispert? Okay. I say there, boy. Help me onto the mule.
And I like, yeah, sister, do
Don't
it.
do
Go
it.
on.
Cringes towards him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Especially since he's just wearing the monk's robes, like
Yeah.
nothing else. So,
Oh.
you know, you have to bend down to help him
He doesn't even
up.
have a loincloth?
Nah.
Oh,
No, it's
God.
He likes to feel a good breeze.
Nah.
It sees the stinging caused by the horsehair.
That's right.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And all about saddle sores and everything.
Yeah, is it piles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
the stink.
Yeah.
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 Square.
I know,
You
sister.
know this guy's got hemorrhoids.
Oh, totally.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
Saddle sores.
Yes.
The whole bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. So.
Okay.
Okay. So you depart the Castle of the Crane and begin riding up, following the course of the river Banvi, up into the mountains.
Good.
So it is a chilly and fog-shrouded journey,
And frog shrouded.
and
Frog
frog-shrouded as
Oh,
well.
those frogs, man.
Where's that crane when you need it?
I know.
Yes!
Throw a couple of those frogs in its beak.
Delicious.
And you are obligated to spend a cold night camping out in the wild.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, my.
And in the morning, you see Band standing on the crest of a ridge, looking heroic.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
as he's silhouetted against the sunrise.
What's his app?
Oh gosh, I don't think I have his stats, so we'll just have to.
3D60.
The only question.
Oh, app 16 actually.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's a handsome
Looks very
Welshman.
heroic.
yeah.
He's one of those.
One of
Yeah,
those.
one of those hot ones.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
Get him now.
Eyes like a crystal blue mountain stream.
Uh-huh.
Is he yodeling?
Hair as dark as a raven's wing.
Oh.
Yes, yes.
Is he Hiddleston? Who is he?
No.
Luke Evans. Said that Welshman.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, there
It's
we
a
go.
Welshman.
That's nice.
Onwards.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, joining him on the ridge, you see that he is regarding a very long summit of some kind of a mountain, and he observes the throne of Idris.
Oh, boy.
That is where the evil god of King Cadwallader lives. It is a vile and dangerous place with a deep lake hidden in its valleys where a dragon dwells and plunders the nearby countryside if the god Idris does not receive his sacrifices.
Jeez.
What kind of
Sacrifices.
sacrifices? Yeah.
I dare not speak of them here.
What?
And I can go no further from this point.
God damn you.
I will await your return for 30 days.
Oh.
Handsome devil.
It's generous.
Mhm.
30 whole day. Do you have supplies for that?
I can live off the land.
Yep.
Ah,
Oh, dude, I believe it.
Uh-huh.
he says, his eyes
Dashingly.
glistening.
He's actually just got that, like a squire, like running.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
no, yeah.
Either that or you like return 5 days later and he's a skeleton.
Very handsome
Wow,
skeleton.
handsome
Like-
skeleton. Yeah.
Encased in crane vomit, you know.
Oh!
Yeah.
Still
Yeah.
at 14.
Yeah, still at least a 14.
Still.
Like an owl.
So he gives you directions on how to wend your way over to the Castle of the Kite.
Yeah.
And basically just, you know, skirting the foothills of the Cater Idris Mountains. And wishes you luck.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Off we go.
And you begin your gradual descent into the kingdom of Marianith. So you can all make awareness rolls.
Oh, what?
Uh-huh.
Make it.
Made it.
Failed by one.
Fail.
Those of you who made it hear the sound of riders
No.
somewhere nearby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just FYI, mine
You
is
heard it too?
5. Everyone.
Oh, no.
Awareness 5.
Ooh.
My
Why?
hunting is 2.
My hunting is 8.
Who made these characters?
Oh, no.
Excuse me, I was making these characters without any knowledge of the scenario, so I had to kind of
Everyone
figure
needs
things out.
hunting
Nevertheless.
awareness, James.
Nevertheless.
Well, you know, I wasn't sure if people would need courtesy or dancing. Dancing
is
specifically.
Did you know what time period it was set in?
I knew it was 5:35, but I also knew it was something that was written that's never been seen before.
Right,
I was just
right.
asking
That's
a
I
question.
can pay attention as well as I can swim.
Mhm.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I can read.
It's all good.
That's
so,
good.
So,
Alright,
I'm
alright.
sorry, Zoe, right? Zoe and I, we notice. We see.
You hear
Yeah,
the sound
you
of
hear the-
riders.
We hear the
The
riders.
clippity
Well,
cloppity.
We've got balance.
Yes.
No, we're fine.
Yeah, it's all good.
We're playing it.
Yes.
Yeah,
So you
just
hear
kidding.
the creak of leather and the clink of metal and the clopping
Okay.
of hooves.
All right, here they are.
Hooves. The clopping of hooves.
Oops.
And
Clifton.
the clooping. And then you see a trio of riders, not too far off, riding along a ridgeline. Everyone can make heraldry rolls Eddie, -5 to your heraldry.
-2.
Negative 5.
exactly.
Negative
I
4.
rolled a
And a
19.
0.
I don't know what's
I'm an
happening.
18.
Yeah.
No.
But did anyone fumble?
No.
But with that, well, I have rolled an 18 and have a -2.
That is a fumble then.
Oh yeah, I rolled a 19. Mine is a -2 as well.
I think
That's a
I rolled
fumble.
17,
Yeah, so
so I also fumble.
Yeah.
All right.
Cheers then.
Yeah.
Cheers.
So these are knights of the King of Marianith, no doubt about it.
Of course.
Yes, King Cadwallader
Oh,
himself.
sure. Yeah.
So.
Well, we don't know that.
Well, we think that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know,
because
you're
we
positive.
failed
With
it.
our
Oh,
fumbles.
these absolutely have to be that.
Oh yeah.
This is
All
quite
right.
the...
There's like a bird on it, so you know,
Yeah,
it's like the
definitely. I saw-
Castle of the Kite. You
Yeah,
know?
I ready my sword.
So
I
I
ready
don't
my
know
sword.
where we want to be taking him to his presence.
No, we don't.
Hail, good nights.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oi.
Well, that's too late now.
okay,
Yeah.
Brother Dogmel,
Oh.
meanwhile,
Ugh.
says, "Knights of Gomerit!" and jumps off his mule and runs and hides behind a tree.
Well, he's a brother. That's expected.
Yeah, also, you got the name wrong. He's not even a knight.
Yeah. No, he's no.
Gomerit.
Gomerit.
Yeah, that's weird.
So one of the knights hails you in return, and he says, "Ah, a band of doughty knights out in the wilderness. Do you wish to enlist?
Excuse me? And what?
You've come to enlist.
No. What?
No.
No, we've come to seek audience with your
Yeah.
good king.
Yes.
Well, our king is in the area, but unless you wish to march with him on the Castle of the Kite, then who are
We're
you?
not here
Wait,
to do
march
that.
on him on the Castle of Kite?
Like, you mean for
For
the
him?
Castle of Kite.
What are you doing here? Who are you?"
Oh boy.
And the air changes. They become a
Yeah.
lot more
Yeah.
sort of defense. You know, you see hands moving to hills.
No!
Yeah, mine is too. Mine already was.
Yeah.
No. Oh my
my
god.
hand is
Oh,
there
no.
too.
Oh god, no. All right.
What in the world? We don't know. I mean, we're.
Is this a trick?
Yeah.
You're from the Castle of Kite.
No wonder how you've managed to defeat everyone who's come to fight those who seek to attack the Castle of Kite with your devious attitude.
Precisely!
I applaud you,
Devious?
good knights.
Devious. Them's fighting words. All right, they draw steel.
Hey, here we go.
Hold on. It'll take me a few seconds to draw. I forget how long a great sword is.
It's great.
All 3 feet of steel.
All right.
I swing my mace over my head.
All right, here we go. So there's only 3 of them. 2 mounted people can engage 1 mounted person. So how do we want to divvy it up?
There's 3 of them.
Wait, so nobody made the heraldry. No one made.
No.
The
No, in fact, we
No.
had 3 fumbles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was one of them, so
Yes,
I know.
but
Yeah.
but Brother Dogmel seems to think they're Knights of Gomerit.
Well, and,
Who is-
we thought they were knights of...
And they also don't think that they're knights.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So that's why I'm just trying to think, like,
Hang on, hang
yeah,
on.
yeah.
I'm still trying to get this sorted out.
But they're
Yeah.
They're charging
They're
downhill.
charging.
Yeah.
They're
Okay, so let's
They
go.
are charging.
They
Sorry,
are
let's do it.
charging
It's go
indeed.
time to defend
Yeah.
us.
So what are we doing?
Let's return their charge.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Very good. So who wants to take on whom? Is what I'm saying.
There's 3.
There's 3. You
And there's-
outnumber them. You
What are
can
they
you can do 2 on 1
What are they trying
I want one all to myself
swords.
Swords? Okay.
because I have a.
Yeah, amazing.
You want one all to
Pretty-
yourself.
Yes.
Very good.
My valorous is quite high.
All
So is
right.
mine,
Let's have you engage the leader then. First.
All right.
Are you sufficient distance for a lance charge?
No.
Okay. Charge in with the greatsword then.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see.
I'm gonna hold back.
Okay.
We're on these goofy mountain ponies too.
All right. I got a 15.
Ooh. One.
Mhm.
1.
Oh, let's see here. Yes, that is a success when I 15'd. Okay, so he beats you. You get your shield, which is a dinky little shield, if I remember correctly.
Sounds like it.
It's over there. Where is it?
No. Yes.
Shield.
It's in your back. On your
You
back.
should have standard armor and armaments for the period, which should be on the back.
Ah.
Oh, right. There we go.
So if your ordinary
Ah.
armor is highlighted, you should have reinforced chainmail and close.
Ah, no, this is a Byzantine knight.
Yes, so I have heavy scale mail.
Oh, that's right.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right. Closed helm and shield. No,
Oh, that's
light
right.
shield. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So,
Dinky shield.
Dinky shield.
Dinky shield. Yep.
However, I did not do enough to penetrate even your scale mail. However, what is your size?
My size is
Very top underneath statistics.
yes, right there. I'm looking at it and I'm just like
No worries.
14.
14, and I only did 12, so you are
What are you?
fine.
I'm
15. Oh, okay.
Clang.
Clang.
All right.
All right.
You're going in with a great sword.
Indeed.
Okay, so no shield.
No shield.
Mm-hmm. And great sword's on horseback.
Yeah.
I think.
Is that even possible?
It doesn't sound like it is, but
You'd swing once and fall off, maybe,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Or you would hit your horse.
Yeah, but
yeah, it's so
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
You'd have to jump
It's
off.
gonna have to be a no for me, dog.
All right, no worries. All right,
what's
so
your backup weapon?
then sword on horseback.
Sword on horseback. I
Right.
got it. Okay. Here we go.
Indeed.
Night number 2. I got a 5.
I fumble.
Oh, yes. Wait, was that in
No.
the bath?
I guess these are
No.
the more cursed dice.
No, yeah, that's the problem.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. So.
Wait.
Oh.
Lamentations.
It's okay. If I die, I get to swap over to one of my other breed
That's
dogs.
true.
This is true.
Yeah.
All right. I only managed a 13.
You
on
better
that
not
roll.
die.
So that's 1 point of that's 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Because I've got the
You will
reinforced
love
chain.
again.
Right. And how's your size?
My size is 15, so
Okay, you're fine there.
Oh god.
And so you did drop your sword with the fumble. However, of course, you have a chain attached to the pommel to your armor.
indeed.
So you'll have to spend the next round recovering it.
Okay.
And right, so that's night number 2. Anyone want to take night number 3?
Yeah, I have.
You're hanging back.
Well,
You doing
I'm
it?
not.
Do you-
Well,
Okay.
Wait a
I
minute.
have a higher reckless than
Do it.
Then-
You want,
yeah,
do you want a
then go for it.
Valorous? Roll off on a Valorous?
Valorous. Because I feel like I didn't know what was going on. I don't know that I believe you guys, but I also didn't know to confirm myself.
3.
Valorous. Oh, I missed by 1.
All right. Meebles.
Okay, go for it.
Attacking with sword.
All right.
12.
I got an 18.
oh, god damn.
Did you make it with an 18?
I did make it.
Yeah, I know.
These are hearty men of Gomerit.
Zoiks.
Zoiks and away.
I guess I should have been passionate.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
it didn't occur to me.
You did make it, so you get your shield.
Okay, which
You
is
have-
6.
And you have reinforced chain or partial plate?
I'm a poor knight.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Yes. I have queer bully armor and nasal helm, shield, sword.
Yeah,
That's it.
so that's 10, no, 12?
10.
12?
Queer bully is 10, and then shield is
6.
so 16 total.
Tripoli should be,
On this it says.
says
Oh.
10 in there.
It says 10 on
the
this.
Esquire it says 8, but on the poor knight it says 10.
Right.
Interesting.
I think probably because the poor knight's just supposed to have regular chainmail.
Ah, yes, must
And
be a
nasal
typo.
helm?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Okay, so yeah, you have regular chain. Ignore the typo.
All right, very
And,
good.
yes, so that's 16. Okay, good. So that's, let's see here.
Let me fix that then.
18. All right, so I did 18, so you take
Yep.
2 points of damage.
Right.
And how's that look on your size?
I have a size of 13.
Okay, so we're going to need a horsemanship roll.
Yep. I'm going to stay on that horse. What the hell is the horsemanship?
It is under
Combat skills. Yeah. Made it.
Great. So you just take the 2 points.
Alrighty.
What's your horsemanship?
It is 10.
Oh,
It's not awesome.
7.
Yeah.
11.
15.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
damn.
there are some.
Yeah. It's a good nick.
We're not. We don't.
It is fine. It
Fine.
is.
It's fine. Yes, it's fine.
Pretty variety.
I'm telling you, it's balanced.
Just because we're getting our asses kicked this round doesn't mean the next round's going to be the same.
You're right.
Since I didn't have it.
Okay, so speaking of the next round, or is there anything else
Oh, I'm
that?
gonna say.
Yeah,
Since what's his name? The monk?
Dogmill.
Yeah, Dogmill ran.
He hid
Like-
behind a tree.
I'd like to get ride my pony over there and pull him up at the scruff and ask him what the meaning of this is.
Very good. All right, that'll be your action for this round. Anything else, or are you just
Well,
observing?
I was gonna do that, but I am stricken by by Eshin being threatened.
Oh yeah, he took
That bothers me.
He took a whack.
Exactly. So then I scurry over there.
Do you want to roll your Amor passion?
Yeah.
I took a solid 1 point whack.
Oh yeah, you're a more. You're
It's still more than a point that I'm willing to bear, so there's no way. Yeah, I make it with a 3. It's nothing.
All right,
big,
so
but
plus 10 then
plus
to
10
your
to my flail.
Sure.
All right.
Okay, so 26, so 14 and up.
All right, so we're into round 2. You are engaging
With the knight number 2.
Yes. Okay.
15. So
15.
I
Very
crit it.
good.
Yeah.
Wow.
6, so it's a crit. With a flail, so it ignores
Yeah.
shield.
Oh my God.
Diggity dog.
Wow.
And I think he's still focused on.
Yes, indeed.
All right, so I think he's still focused on Etchin as well. So I think that was an unopposed. So roll double damage.
I want
Wow.
brain him.
Oh, that's right, the joy of double damage.
Oh, so beautiful.
I know, right?
We're making new
10
enemies.
10
Yay.
d6. The new enemies, ahoy!
Yeah.
No
Alright.
enemies. Oh boy.
New-
It's kind of our thing.
yeah.
Oh, ooh, that's gross.
That's double.
All right, 4, 2, 6, 12. That's more like it. 12, 24, 28,
Wow.
31.
31.
I brain him. You're not hurting my man.
Does he have regular chain or reinforced chain?
He's got reinforced.
So minus 12.
Thanks, Renae.
Or no, actually, he has partial plate.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Damn.
19 points nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty
Yeah,
impressive.
seriously.
No, it's pretty good.
All right, so that's obviously a major wound for him. And an auto knockdown.
Yes.
Indeed. Huh.
What the hell?
Must have been love. We need nice romantic music as you came in slow motion,
bring him.
spraining this guy.
Oh God.
Savior.
Good.
And just as you swing,
Savior
the trill of the saxophone from Canada's rocks.
Me, me, me.
It's the monk.
Yeah, it's the monk playing the saxophone in the shrubs.
And suddenly emerging onto a rock. you know.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So he hits the ground hard and is lying there motionless.
Get him.
Okay, I'm gonna tie him up, like, you know.
We'll get to that. All right. So let's see, Etchin, you just saw that happen. In fact,
What'd you think?
probably had some brains splattered
Were you
across
impressed?
you.
Impressed?
I'm incredibly impressed. I'm so impressed. I think like I can't even do like the fancy like swing
Yeah.
of the chain for the sword to
Yeah.
recover it. I actually have to like
Oh.
grope a few times and like that's my entire round.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Hopefully
you have a
that's-
closed helm,
oh,
right?
never mind.
Let's see. Closed helm. Yeah.
Okay, good. So when the brains splatter you, they just kind of go across your helm.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
You just turn on your windshield wipers. It's fine.
yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to
for your-
Sir Zoe.
All right.
Mm.
Or Zoa.
Do another swing of the mace.
Yep.
Go.
Oh. What you got?
Did you impassion?
No, I didn't.
Mm.
Impassion for giant. What's
Oh.
your passion for giant slayers?
Oh, it's 16.
Oh, never mind. I really love you guys.
Mm.
I wonder
Okay,
why
so
now.
How did we do with that roll?
19.
Yeah, we looked glorious.
And that
And my
was-
the
mace
giant.
is but a 16.
Ah,
Alas.
alas.
Alack.
And I got a 15, which is a success.
Oh, good for you.
So I'll continue wailing on you.
Continue.
No, please, continue.
Continue wailing.
Yes, yes.
All right, so that's 23, and we determined you had 17 armor, right?
Yes,
So
yep.
that's 7 points of damage,
Ouch.
7-point wound,
Zowie, zowie.
Whoa, whoa,
Zowie,
whoa.
zowie.
and we'll need a horsemanship roll to stay on your horse.
With my horsemanship of, what did I say it was for?
A 5, I believe,
No, it's
or
not a 5.
7, I think it was.
7.
2, maybe?
It's under battles.
Oh, it's 7, yes.
7. All right.
7. Yeah.
What's the first aid for your squire, though?
Oh, I rolled a 3 for my horsemanship.
Well, there
Yay,
you go.
you
Oh,
did
look
it.
at that.
All right.
You're not getting any grapes.
Yeah, so,
All right, 7-point wound.
so if I have 7 in parentheses here, that's
That's your unconscious.
thank you.
Unk.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, it says right there. Okay.
You have to go all the way down.
It's not a normal character sheet.
Okay.
It's an unusual character sheet.
Yeah. All right.
All right,
Although,
Kalitas.
oh, never mind.
Yes. All right.
You're up.
Yes. I'm going to impassion for the giant slayers.
Oh.
Yes.
Ow, these guys Because
We're in our asses.
All right, yes, hooray. Okay,
Plus 10.
here we go. Oh, shit.
I think it'd be a crit though, right? With the plus 10?
What's your base weapon skill?
15.
Yeah.
25.
Okay.
Welcome to Critland.
Yeah.
Population U.
Yeah.
All
If you
right.
got a checkbox, you would check that shit.
That's right.
I check mine anyway.
Yeah, that's right. You earned that
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Don't tell us what to do
Yeah.
or not do.
Or do not do.
All right. There goes the pile.
That's right, double
Work.
damage.
I can't read any of these.
I can. I'll read them.
Someone get like a pen light.
I got them. This is a 4,
Does
5,
that help?
2.
I like to hear
One.
the Italian accent.
This is a 4. This is another 4. This is a 1. I'm so offensive. And another 1.
22.
22.
Do we have any
Okay.
Italian listeners?
Not anymore.
We already lost them before.
Yeah, it's
You know,
Yeah.
we've been spaghetti beating it before.
Long
Yeah.
time ago.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
22, you say?
That's what I say.
All
It's
right.
not impressive, but it
No.
happened.
Well, he takes a 2-point wound. And let's give him a horsemanship roll here.
He felt it.
He makes.
Mm.
This
All
is
right.
like this isn't good.
This is not good.
Nope.
Not off to a blazing start here, guys, I have to admit.
Yeah.
We tried.
No.
Yeah, we tried.
However, you did just brain one of their guys, so they're not really going to stick around, obviously.
That's
so
not good either.
into the round. So they're the 2 survivors are going to run off. We've got
We can't let them
Lothar.
go. They're gonna
Lothar
spill
asking
it.
the most
Doing a
important
shakedown
question,
here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How are we going to get the red blade now?
I know. We're
They're prepared
screwed.
for us. Oh,
Oh god, they're ready.
yes.
So
Deceiving us.
Dogmole is,
Yep.
is spilling it out, telling you everything, and he says, Gomer, it's a country to the north. They're an enemy of the Marianath. They're probably invading or raiding or something. I don't know. It can't be going well. We shouldn't be out here. There's going to be more of those guys around. They're going to kill us all.
Wow. Get rid of him.
The
man.
king
Let's
of
kill him.
Gomer is no friend of anyone's.
Let's see if I trust him.
The monk has to die.
What man of God
I do not
has
trust
such
him.
little faith?
Oh!
Ouch.
Does he take offense to that?
Hitting him where he lives.
Probably
Do
doesn't
we
have a
care?
lot of honor or self-worth.
Yeah, right now his self-preservation instincts are kicking
Which
in.
is hilarious because actually I'm looking. I'm pretty forgiving. I'm pretty merciful and stuff like that. I'm just large, and I think that that's enough. Like I just kind of pick him up, and he's like, "No, please."
Yeah.
Could I get
Good
first aid
line.
for my squire? For my wound?
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
Does anybody want to pursue the fleeing knights?
I will.
I do.
Why
Absolutely,
not?
I do.
Okay.
I from the
I can
get go.
actually use my lance now.
Yay!
From
Ooh.
Ponyback.
Yeah,
Ponyback.
ponyback,
Why not?
ponyback lance.
Sure.
It's traditional.
Squire Lance!
Yeah, actually, I
Lance?
won't. I won't pursue them.
Welcome to the stage, Ponyback Lance.
Woo! Get your wallets.
That's right.
Yep. All right, so you're not
I'm
pursuing.
not. I'm not going to. I'm gonna
You
just
are-
be tying.
I'm
up the guy.
pursuing. I gotta
Yeah.
pursue. I can't let them blab.
Yeah, so the two of us are
You two
going after
chuckleheads.
him.
All right. All right. So
Hey, no.
off you go.
Well,
Off you go on
right.
your ponies, chasing after knights on chargers.
that's right.
All right. So let's get a first aid roll for the squire
Oh
there.
no!
My squire
What?
has a horsemanship of 16.
Should the guys running away
Okay, he
get
failed
some
his
sort of
first aid.
penalty for their horsemanship because it's rough terrain and we have ponies for a reason?
It's actually pretty flat.
Dang it!
Yeah.
I love that argument, and I think you're right.
You know, it's a good argument if you were going to pursue them for days at a time.
Oh,
But they'll be able to beat you in a sprint. Yeah.
Unless they fumble.
Unless we do really well on our
I'll give them horsemanship rolls. Let's see.
come on.
Nice.
No. And no. Okay.
All right, well, we
Alright, so
try.
we
So did you make the first aid roll?
Worth a
No.
try.
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
And
We're never getting anyone
Well, then.
near this fucking swamp.
Julian?
No.
Anything?
No.
Julian, anything?
Julian?
No. What?
Julian,
What do
you
you
got
want me to
anything?
do?
I'm just asking, is there anything you want to do?
Any action
At
you want
first,
to
I
take?
thought I would want to pursue them, but when you say it that way, in terms of them blabbing,
They're gonna blab.
yeah, then I'll go. I'll pursue.
Okay, so the three of you go off in pursuit. You're slapping dogmail around
Which is hilarious.
Just
Yeah.
with my words.
Yeah.
with your words. Yes.
But you got him by the scruff, right?
A little bit.
Oh, definitely.
Maybe he's relishing it a little bit.
Might be
It's a few moments off his
physical
feet.
contact.
A few moments off his feet. Oh, okay.
Off his feet.
There you go.
It's like, oh god, it's stretching out my back.
Yeah.
A few more minutes and the lower lumbar is just gonna go. Oh,
Yep.
I can feel it.
Conversion table.
Yeah.
Crack.
Oh, thank you.
Relief.
All right. So you are all outpaced. They don't fumble their horsemanship
Damn it.
rolls. So
So we rein up after a minute or two.
So we can't do
Yeah.
it. We can't find him.
Oh, okay. I guess not then.
All right,
Turning
well, we
around.
tried.
We can take that injured guy for ransom, I guess, right?
oh, he's dead. Oh no, wait, no, he's not dead.
No.
He's not dead.
Previously
Jesus
injured.
Christ.
Yeah.
Yes, he's only got half his brain.
Yeah,
his
hello.
ears.
He wasn't using it anyway. That's a worthless
No.
part of the body.
So yes, you can definitely dog
The
mill.
humor's destroyed there.
No.
Let's see. It's mostly just head stuffing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Great.
Sawdust.
Keeps it
Garbage.
shape.
Basically.
Yeah.
Like a pillow.
Stuff
Yeah.
in.
Stuff.
Dogmill's gonna do his first aid. Oh, he critted it. Shit. So he
Wow.
wraps the guy's head in plasters, and
Mustard.
He puts as
Yep.
much back in
Hope
as
so.
came out.
so yeah, you'll be able to ransom him there, Julian.
I'll be able to get a ransom?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
That's good.
Well done.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna put him on the back of my horse.
Okay.
All right.
So Dogmill's like, I am begging you in the name of the saints to turn back. We are not safe out here. We must turn back and quickly and ride through the night if possible.
Dude.
We must hide among the rocks along the way.
God, this guy.
You are not a knight. Like, yeah.
Surely we shall be protected by the Lord, doing his work in search of an evil man whose time in this land has gone for far too long.
Well, I've done my part, and I cannot help you any further
Yeah.
if you wish to go on that way. May the Lord bless and keep all of you.
Good luck.
Dogmill out.
All right.
Goodbye.
Peace be with you.
Yep. So he mounts up on his mule and rides off.
That's a shame.
Son of a bitch.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
All right. So he does give you directions. There's a hamlet ahead, and then you'll pass a little creek, and then this and that.
Right.
So anyway,
I hop.
you ride on exactly. So you ride on, and he also very carefully explains the arms of King Cadwallader to you all, so that you will recognize them.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
No, well, we just saw them. Right?
No.
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 I cannot
They're
emphasize
different.
that.
They're
you
much
sure?
Does
different.
anyone have a
Positive.
drawing skill?
Yeah.
Scratch this
I
down.
wish.
Yeah.
That would be heraldry.
Let me see.
I got a 5 in heraldry.
Roll that heraldry.
Eight.
Failed.
See how it goes.
Failed. I have a 2 in heraldry.
No,
I
failed.
literally have a 0.
Yeah.
An actual
Actual
0.
No.
That's a fail.
All right.
Yeah, all
Well,
right.
we know the colors, though.
I know. That's a couple of zeros.
We'll remember.
Yeah, I got it.
Rough idea.
Well-rounded.
Yeah, that's rough. A rough idea.
Maybe there'll be ones in the edited version.
Maybe Lothar's going to go in the bin in the edited version.
Poor Lothar.
Yeah, it's alright.
He was too good for this one.
He was. He was too beautiful. Too pure.
Yeah.
Yes, dear?
I'm just wondering, like, I don't know, I'm just trying to think of, like, why would he leave? I mean, it's just based on this feud, or he knows that these are dangerous lands,
chicken
or
shit.
we've just completely done something offensive, or...
Yeah, all of that, yes.
He is convinced that the Kingdom of Gomerod is mounting an invasion of Marianne.
Right, I got
so
that
there will
much,
soon be
right.
many more of these knights about. And he just doesn't want to be in the middle of an invasion, essentially.
And we just set off these 2 that are going to say about us, and so now they're going to come for us on top of everything, which is not good to begin with.
So as long as we try to ride fast and
Exactly.
get there swiftly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the only way we can win this, is busting ass out.
yeah.
But I'm starting to think we're not going to make it, so...
Well, you ride on. And you don't spot any other enemy knights. Eventually it grows dark, and you have to camp out again. Start out early the next morning.
Could I roll first aid again?
You only get the one chance.
Oh, just ever. Okay. I thought it was a new
Daily
chance each
thing?
day. Yeah.
No, I guess I'll retroactively roll first aid for my squire.
Oh, sure.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, I got a couple of points I can get rid of.
Yeah, he makes it with a 1. I heal my 1 hit point.
17 fail. That's it.
Okay.
Alright.
You are, of course, riding with the wounded Gomerite knight,
Mhm.
who is, concussed, so he's fairly insensible.
Oh, we gotta take him to the ransom bank, right?
The ransom bank, yeah. They have to reduce him to his base salts and ship him home, and then he can be reconstituted.
Yeah.
So,
It's tradition.
We need that slip.
as the ancient tradition preordains. So you set off the next morning and ride most of the day, and you spot a dozen mounted warriors,
Yeah.
armored and armed with spears and swords, bearing the carefully described heraldry of King Cadwallader.
Oh,
Oh.
this
But
bad.
Do we remember?
Yes, you do.
We do remember.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Okay.
We all have
It's
a plus
definitely not the
20
heraldry
for
we saw
justice.
yesterday.
That's true.
So
The heraldry
It's
on your
different.
captive
Right.
that you're bringing with
Doesn't
you
match.
Yeah, it's definitely not the heraldry.
does not
for-
match. There's a big red X floating over it.
I'm imagining just like holding it up and like with my
Not
fucking
sure.
0.
Yeah.
Heraldry.
Don't know what I'm
probably
looking at.
colorblind.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That
And
actually-
dyslexic, maybe?
Yeah.
Also?
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
let's,
Mm-hmm.
I can read runes. I can't read whatever's on that fucking shield.
Yeah.
So their leader hails you. Oh there, strangers in our land. What brings you to the kingdom of Marianith and the lands of King Cadwallader?
Honest
We
deceitful?
come to seek audience with your king.
That's right.
Ah, well then, follow us.
Yes, that's all.
I'm glad it worked this time, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You are
Yeah.
Good job.
you are led on then towards the castle of the kite.
Is there a massive fucking bird on that one too?
Oh,
There is
God.
not a massive bird on that one.
Okay,
It's a
that's
shame. They ought to get
So.
one.
Some
Yeah.
type of massive animal.
It's real fascinating.
It's
Mhm.
the unjust kite. That's on this one.
That's a great map.
Isn't
It
a kite
is,
a kind of
isn't
an
it?
animal? What kind of animal is a kite, Jade?
It's a bird's prey.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah.
a bird.
You can feel free to pass that around.
Oh yeah.
My.
Yeah, no, please guys take it.
So it is an impressive stone fortress, standing atop a rocky hillock, reached by a winding road.
Let's see from here.
Just
3 towers stand around a tall curtain wall and square keep, and you are led through the barbican and gatehouse into a large bailey. There are various outbuildings against the walls, stables, residences, pens for animals, ramshackle guest house, a large well.
Don't get a lot of company.
Apparently not. The north end of the, is a tall tower called an apsidal, D-shaped building, with an entry on the 2nd floor. And you can all make battle rolls as you ride into this bailey under the baleful eyes of its
Made it.
residents.
Made
Yep.
it. Yep.
fail it.
I can't believe there's no vineyard.
It's true.
Yeah.
Where's the
what
daiquiri?
the fuck are they thinking?
Yeah.
Ruin knows you get a sheep herd first. Come on.
Yeah.
And it's
No, it's the Melisarian. that's
the
on this first.
Melisarium.
Yeah,
That's your
yeah.
number one.
Yeah. Everybody's talking about the Castle of the Kite. It's today's hottest castle.
Mm.
This castle has everything.
Mm-hmm. What does it have?
This castle has...
It has 4 walls and a roof.
Yeah.
Ooh, fancy.
Whoa, whoa,
Well, you all
whoa.
made your battle rolls, right?
Yeah.
No,
I
failed.
don't have battle. It's marked out.
Oh,
well,
it's
then you go
because-
by the other.
Keep reading.
Oh.
There's,
Italicized.
The italicized one.
there's an italicized skill.
Oh, tactics?
What was
Yeah.
that?
Oh, okay.
Key.
Oopsie.
How do you like that?
Ah, made it.
I made
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
You made it?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, so those of you who made it are noting that King Cadwallader does not have many heavily armed knights guarding his castle.
You don't say.
Odd.
So you said like they're wearing chain instead of that partial plate?
Oh no, worse than that. It seems
What?
it seems to be that most of the garrison are these kind of hill tribemen,
Oh, Jesus.
you know,
Ah.
So just like leather? armor?
lightly armed warriors. Yeah, leather armor,
wearing
small little target
Animal
shields,
skins.
animal
Yeah,
skins.
wow.
Yeah.
Well, that is kind of. If I may make an idea roll.
It's it's
Yes.
subpar.
Well, just if he's managed to rebuff so many invasions
Yeah.
and advances, and his knights look like this, he must be a pretty powerful magician.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Oh, the sword of the red death.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not a red sword.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm,
Oh, shit.
okay.
That's scary.
So the castellan leads you across the courtyard. Your horses are
Ponies, please.
Ponies. Well, and you have your chargers too.
I guess true.
So yeah, some grooms offer to take the horses to the stable.
Okay. Can't bring them up.
Right.
Can't bring them up. Do you want to dispatch your squires with the horses to watch over them?
I will.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't just get in the way in any, in any fight that might happen.
So put their feed bags on them. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. They're due for curry
Squires.
combing.
Yeah.
All right, the squires, that is.
Yeah, we'll tether them around the squire pole.
Yeah.
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 It's like a maypole, but it's just, yeah.
Yeah.
Squires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Why are all these children tied to this pole?
but yes, you are taken into the keep and led up the stairs and into the great hall.
It's kind of a mess. Is it kind of a mess?
No.
No.
It is
Looks
not.
amazing.
It looks incredible.
I
Is it
mean-
lovely?
Compared to the bird shit covered place we just
Right?
left.
Right. Good point.
There's it's your standard stone hall. So there's
Nothing-
there's a throne on a raised dais.
Yeah.
There's a fire pit. It's a 2-story high hall.
That's a tough one.
And sitting on the throne is an aged man with a pot belly, and spindly limbs, and long white hair and beard.
That guy.
And he is leaning. He's kind of sitting forward in the throne, and he's got one hand draped over the pommel of a very fine-looking blade that seems to radiate its own inner red light from within the steel.
My.
God have it.
And he's got a smirk on his face as big as Texas.
So is it a one-handed sword or a two-handed sword?
It's like a hand and a half.
Ah.
Mhm.
He's
Yep.
just sitting there with the
One-handed
sword.
for Lothar.
Well, he's clearly heard of your approach, and so he has seated himself to receive you. And so he says, "Welcome to the castle of the kite. I'm King Cadwallader. Who are you who come to bother me in my time of worry and concern?"
Oh.
Why? Why is this a time of worry and concern?
Yeah.
You can all make courtesy rolls.
Fail.
We can make the rolls.
No.
Well, the
No
rolls will be
way,
made.
The rolls will be made.
Oh no, I made it.
I made it. You crit!
Crit with a 2!
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's
Your
right.
courtesies too?
Yeah.
Mine is also 2. I did not succeed.
All right.
Wow.
So, yes, Etchen, you have a bit of an insight, which is simply that if he's the worrying sort, you might be able to get on his good side by bringing some intelligence to him about these Knights of Balmoret.
That's precisely what I was thinking.
Oh, yes.
Proceed.
In fact, we did even bring him a buried captive.
Yes, we have just been accosted by the members of the army that marches even now upon the great castle. We managed to take one captive. Perhaps he can supply you with well-needed information about the size of the army that approaches and their makeup.
So as you're saying this, Cadwallader's eyes are getting bigger and bigger, and the color's draining out of his face, and he says, "What? What? An invasion? Where is this traitorous knight? This treacherous fiend?"
Well, what did you mean by your time of need?
Yeah, wait a minute.
I was just hungry. What? Waiting on dinner. Oh, where is this knight that you've captured? Bring him forward.
He is with our horses. Insensible.
I think, yeah, I mean, like, what would be the custom to do with the knight that's unconscious?
You could have him with you. You know,
Okay.
sort of bound about the wrists, perhaps.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
so
is
you could push him
All right,
forward.
Is
yeah.
he walking
here he
under
is.
his own steam at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, here he is.
Well, that's unfortunate for him.
Yes, indeed.
Give him a kick on the rump.
Yeah, crimson
shove.
crimson his sweet bottom as he goes forward, and
What's his app?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold everything.
Well, he took a hit to the face, so let's account for that as well.
you have to account for that. His app was a mere 9.
Ooh. Ow. And so maybe half that now?
I don't know,
I'd say
right?
mine is a D6.
I did just roll a 5 on the stats loss.
Oh, so it's
So-
an 8.
All right.
Yeah.
Woo.
Ouch. Okay, so
Double bagger.
so Cadwallader steps forward and he raises the red blade
Oh my god! Oh my
to
god!
the guy's throat.
Oh my god!
Kind of lifts
No.
his head up.
I'm surprised that
Oh
he
my
can
god!
do it.
What? Yes.
Yes, it's with surprising acumen and puissance.
Yeah.
Puts that tip of the blade right under his chin. He says, "What do you have to say for yourself? Oh, don't feel like talking, eh? Take him to the dungeon." So
Oh my god!
a couple of the warriors step forward and haul him away.
But like, that's my ransom.
Yes,
Yep.
yes, we'll take care of it.
Are you gonna get mad at him now? You gonna roll something?
I love him.
Right? So you don't care. All right.
No ransom's worth our
No,
love.
No.
But bear don't care.
He can do whatever
There
he
goes your
wants.
college. That's it. You
I'll
just gave
figure
your
it
college
out.
away. All right.
Win some, lose some.
There will be more ransoms
Yeah.
and more cottages.
All right.
Will there? Yeah.
I think it depends on how this
Yeah, we
this
don't
quest
know.
goes.
My character thinks yes.
We always think we have time.
So Cadwallader says, "Well, Idris has smiled upon me by sending these good knights into my service. Will you all swear fealty to me in the upcoming war against Gomerit?
What?
Fealty is a strong word.
You will be released upon their defeat and be rewarded handsomely, I can assure you."
What's my treacherous?
Treacherous.
What's our? I think that's the opposite of our honor.
Deceitful or honest?
My
Deceitful.
deceitful's 14.
Mine's 12.
I'm 10-10 on honest deceitful. Maybe we should just draw steel now while there's a couple of those men are taken to
That's
prison.
a good point. That's a good point.
There are 4 armed knights
Yeah.
standing guard
Right.
in the hall, and about a
Okay.
half dozen warriors.
Ah.
Just FYI.
Yeah,
That's too
there's
many.
no way to do this. I say we play the long game and agree, and then we can figure out a way to nab that sword while we're
Yeah.
in battle.
Yeah.
Battle gets frenzied.
Indeed.
It's wild. So
There's 5 of us. Perhaps at some point we could grab this honor guard that's around him,
Yeah.
and indeed,
Yeah.
as my good Sir Julian said, for the long game.
Okay.
All right.
No?
It's just this whole thing where he's like evil and so swearing fealty to him, even for lying, just seems dishonorable.
Oh, shit.
I know.
You're right. You're right. You're right. What's my honor? Where's my honor?
Oh, I crit
That's
my
it.
honor.
Oh, jeez.
I-
You're no fun.
My
No.
honor is notable. I feel like I.
Oh, you can't. Oh, my honor's notable too. Son of a.
I make my honor, and
Yeah, I
it's
do
also
too.
notable.
All right.
So if that's the case,
I guess we gotta
we have to attack him and get the sword right now.
Well, no,
Sneak
no.
up.
You're just not going to swear fealty to him.
Right.
Like,
Oh.
we're our own men, sir.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we've sworn fealty to.
To each other.
I'm
And your lords, your respective
King
lords.
Arthur.
And yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything about that Arthur guy, but I definitely have someone else that I have fealty to.
You were kind of
probably.
already taken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm flattered, but
Yeah, but
Maybe even a little curious. But,
another time, perhaps.
I belong to the Duke of Burgundy.
all right then.
That's pretty good. Yeah. No King Arthur, but pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, King
King.
You may have heard of him.
Yeah. He's the guy with the beard and the sword.
Sword.
who? Does he
Actually,
beard yet?
there's a lot of those.
Those, yeah.
Does he have a
That's
beard
like
yet?
all of us.
He does have the beard.
I'm gonna
It's
say
all of us.
yes, he does.
Yeah, we are now in the romance period?
Yes.
Yeah. That's true. I do have a 0 in romance, so we are in the romance period.
Yeah.
Romance. So we gonna eat dinner or what?
So no.
So you say no.
No, we
No.
can't.
All right.
Not on our
We're
honor.
unable to.
Huh,
Well,
my
then
honor.
I can't have you taking a valuable space around my castle. I'll feed you and put you up for the night, but in the morning you must be gone.
Okay, that gives us one
Sure.
night.
Absolutely.
In
One
the morning, your
night.
sword will be gone.
What?
I mutter under my breath.
You mutter under your breath. Rant!
What do I roll?
Cranks up his miracle ear.
A
Sugar
miracle.
bug.
Roll deceitful.
Deceitful?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just straight to see.
Straight deceitful.
straight up.
You failed? Did you fumble?
No.
I'm going to
Okay.
give him an awareness roll.
Oh,
Yes.
shit!
Okay. I don't give a fuck. Put me in chains. We'll see me get out of it. I'll do it. I don't care.
I don't give a fuck.
I'll just play the next regen.
Yeah, exactly. Then I just critted his awareness.
Man, he sees right through you.
I'm prudent, though. I'm prudent. I wouldn't have said that out loud. I'm sorry.
Alright, I'm going to give you a prudent roll.
I make my prudent.
All right.
I'm sorry. I think it. I don't say it.
Yeah.
You say it with your eyes.
Yeah, maybe. Oh.
Okay,
so he
there we
picks
go.
Up, thank you, Jade.
There we go. Yeah.
Awesome. Perfect.
So he's so he can see the covetousness on your face. He catches you staring at the sword.
Well, sure.
I stare at a lot of swords.
And then
How does that feel about
and then
that?
you realize,
Sword's a sword. Sometimes a sword is just a sword.
yeah.
Oh.
And then you realize that he's looking at you, and then your eyes meet, and his,
Yeah.
framed right in his eyes,
yes,
you know.
yes,
Yeah, and then his little
Kill
ring-
Bill music.
Yeah.
I had the same thought.
his little wrinkly eyes, kind of narrow,
Narrow.
you know.
Mine narrow too.
Yeah. So he's like, take them to the guest house.
The guest house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the guest house.
That's what he calls the dungeon.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well,
Oubliette.
Like former dungeon.
It's the torture chamber.
Yeah.
Yes.
so you are escorted outside and across the bailey to a very rickety little shack. It's got like cracks in its plaster and holes in the roof,
Oh wow.
a dirt floor,
Squires are in better
and
condition.
and it's immediately it's immediately next to the pigsty, so it smells
Terrific.
amazing.
That's great.
Terrific.
Yeah, wow, awesome.
Oh,
I'm not going to stay here. I'm not staying here. I'm not going to stay here. I can't stay
Well,
here.
no, we're just going to stay until
There's a roof.
dark, and then
There's
we're
a
going
roof.
to
All right,
go in and get the sword, right?
but that's it.
That's a good point.
There are at least 3 walls. This is lovely.
No,
Sure,
this
it's
is
a
horrible.
lean-to.
3.5.
This is a nightmare. I
The
demand.
hospitality is not.
demand my
a big deal,
soap.
So no, this
Yeah.
is great. This is a great.
Yeah.
Standing in the doorway.
Aww.
Okay, yeah, you're standing in the doorway.
Into
Most
your
stable
nightly beard
place.
maintenance.
Yeah, this is no.
So there's some heavy clouds overhead, a bit of a drizzle going on. It's very
The crack of
atmospheric.
thunder.
Yeah, little rumble of thunder in the background.
Background.
Oh, that's wonderful.
All right, how do we find the old guy?
And out of the thunder,
Oh, no.
you can hear from the pigsty, because there's really just nothing between you and the pigsty,
Okay, good.
apart from just some really cheap wall.
Alright.
Sounds like a human voice.
What?
Oh.
Just whoa,
Is it Dogmail?
oh.
Let's investigate. Come on.
Dogman, is that you?
Who is that? It's a goth person.
Oh.
Yes.
This time of year just wreaks havoc on my sleep and sinuses.
Really?
It's
It's
dogs.
us.
Okay. What? Who are you?
Dog house been
Let's
captured.
drag this person inside the
Yeah,
guest
we will.
house.
We'll bring him in.
Is it a lovely woman?
Sadly, no. No,
Ugly man.
you can actually see the person through all the cracks in the walls.
Oh, wow. Whoa.
I still can't
So,
afford
Shimp,
it.
you were right. There's 3.5 walls.
Yeah. And it's still $800 a month though.
I can't
so,
hear.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Rude.
Yeah. Anyways.
Must be San Francisco.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey. So no, it appears to be a youngish adolescent male, like Squire's age.
Oh.
He's caked in mud and filth,
What?
and wearing rags.
That's bad.
What are you doing
That's
here?
really bad.
lad?
Hey, who's there?
Where are some
God.
knights?
Yes.
He's dramatic.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I am known only as Pig
Stuff.
It's a hell of a voice for a pig boy.
I know, he's so noble sounding.
Yeah.
Big boy, how long have you been here?
Far too long, but not much longer, for tomorrow I die.
Why? Are they leading to the slaughter to make some bacon out of you, or what?
I will be made into a bacon of sorts, but I dare speak no longer. For
Why?
the guards are nearby.
Where are they?
I don't see.
Or do we see them?
They're just their guards, around.
Dude, we can
The guys on the
right through the
parapets
wall.
and that
Yeah,
kind of
we
thing,
can. Don't worry about them.
Then do not speak, but whisper.
Yes, tell us your tale.
Yes, tell us your sad tale.
Oh, perhaps some other time.
No, you're gonna die
No.
tomorrow.
Yes,
So you better
no,
all tell us so we can bear witness to your misery.
Yes, we must bear witness.
No day but today.
We must tell your tale in the days forthcoming.
Well,
Out with it.
Yeah.
very well then. I have a tragic background, you see, and
Oh, big boy.
tomorrow I am to suffer the ultimate fate for the very accident of my birth. For you see, and then at that moment a guard is walking up to the guest house.
I think we might look like, what the fuck? Like, why is he freaking out?
And he kind of like withdraws behind his shawl, you know, and the guard comes to the guest house and and he says, King Cadwallader wants you for the feast.
He does or doesn't?
He does. So come on.
Does he want to eat us?
The guard kind of looks at you like,
What do you know?
What?
you're joking, right?
The joke.
Yeah, obviously we're gonna eat the pig boy.
You got us. You got us.
Then he looks at you. What have you heard?
Oh.
What have I heard? I've heard this rain and this thunder.
So then he looks over in the pigsty. What have you been telling him, pig boy?
Hey, we can bring Pig Boy to the feast, right?
Oh, not if you value your life, you won't.
Why not?
Just come on.
We gotta bring the pig boy.
We're bringing Pig Boy.
Sneak him,
It's
sneak him.
happening. Sneaky.
Just conceal him among
Yeah.
our squires.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just put a feed bag on him.
Yeah.
He'll right in.
He's a monk. We'll say he's a monk. Put
Yeah.
a towel over his head.
All right, let's to this feast.
Yeah. Let's bring Pig Boy.
I mean, you'd have to figure out a way to clean him up.
Right.
Well, it's raining.
It's raining, so just let him stand in the
It
rain.
just makes him muddier and filthier.
Oh god. He just
It's like
attracts-
Pig Pen.
The mud actually seems to be multiplying like a mold.
Not
He's
possible.
a thespian pigpen. He has a natural armor of 3.
Wow.
No.
No.
Oh my god. So, I guess, okay, so I'm gonna turn Pig Boy. I'm like, you're telling us his tale later.
We'll sneak him some food.
We'll bring some food for
There
you.
you go. He does look rather emaciated.
Yeah. Well,
Been living
yeah.
off
That's so
kitchen
brilliant.
scraps.
Okay, yeah.
Having to fight with the pigs for the scraps.
Bring
The
food.
leavings.
Bring food for
Oh,
Pig
he's
Boy.
probably lost a finger from that.
Oh, I
Oh,
know.
yeah.
That's serious.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be him.
All right.
No.
So we'll bring you back some food, Pig Boy.
Yeah. Stay alive till we return.
That's right.
That's your job.
No
Yeah.
matter what occurs.
Yeah.
Just stay alive.
And a rare
Yeah.
skill such as yours cannot be left to die.
No. I have plans for you.
All right. So you are escorted back to the hall. Then.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
We didn't even have time to freshen up or look nice for the feast.
No, sadly
Where would we
no.
freshen up?
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
This
Pig
is-
basin?
This is
Obviously, he-
insulting.
Oh, it's
I know.
awful. I hate this
Terror.
guy.
I know, me
Yeah.
too.
I mean,
I'm
I'm from
glad
London,
this-
for fuck's sake.
From London, for fuck's sake. I love it. It's so good.
All right. So yeah.
Says a
So
lot.
basically, yeah, you're seated at the lowest table,
Of course.
Furthest from the salt?
furthest from the salt. You're given the
Oh.
blackest of salts. You know, the coldest of meats. You know,
This guy's awful.
The
yeah.
bread with the weevils in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
weaver
Yeah.
bread. But
Yeah.
you know what? I bet this would be like a feast for Pig Boy. So let's
See?
gather up the
Yeah.
crumbs that we
So
can.
you're
Yeah.
schlepping some stuff.
We're
Yeah.
schlepping.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Christian.
All right.
That's right.
And yeah, so and throughout the feast, everyone else is kind of staring at you all and like whispering to each other and
Oh,
laughing.
God.
You know,
Oh my god, I want to flip him off. But
Cadwallader is up at the high table with his blade leaned up against the table. You know,
It glows red, but.
So, how many, like, knights or men are
Yeah.
here?
you count 5 knights at the
Okay.
high table, and then the usual like half dozen warriors.
that's not too many.
It's really not.
No.
So really, we've seen like everybody.
Yeah.
You'd estimate there's 2-3 dozen warriors total, maybe just these 5 knights.
2-3 dozen warriors.
Yeah, around the castle.
All over the place. But in this immediate, there's about 11 people.
Yeah.
11 fightable fight.
Yeah,
Fightable
yeah.
fight fighters.
That's right.
Fighters.
Fighty fighters.
Fighty
yeah.
types.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
The very same.
The very same.
The fighting fighters.
So,
Very safe.
Very important.
I think if they get the sword,
I
they
think
might
we could,
follow
I
us.
think we could do this, but I'm also intrigued by Pig Boy.
I know, and it's a fixer-upper. I really think this place has potential.
It does.
If you
I know,
look
I
past
love it. I
look
think it's
past,
quite
you know,
nice.
like, look at what you could do.
Yeah. I'm
Got
feeling
good bones.
Pig
Yeah.
Boy would make a great steward.
He would.
Yeah.
I think he would. He has a flair for the dramatic.
He can only count to 8, so he'll never steal from you.
I almost trouble my stewardship, so I agree. He would definitely.
Okay.
All right, so we're looking at. I'm eyeing that sword.
Me
I feel
too.
my generous. Oh.
You failed your generous?
Yeah. He doesn't. We don't need to feed him.
You don't need to feed him? Oh my god.
I keep making
Oh,
my
I feel
prudent.
my selfish also. So
I'm a prudent. So I'm gonna put a bug in
Yeah.
your ear.
Cletus?
Yes, and be
Yeah.
like, that sword just sitting there.
And look at it.
Nobody's doing anything about it.
What are we eating right now?
Oh Lord.
Weevil bread? No.
It's like kind of a goat meat stew.
All right.
So
It's kind of a goat meat stew.
Well, there might
Well,
have been goat in the stew at one point.
exactly. It's
Soak it out.
yeah.
Goat
Yeah,
gravy
it's
with
leeks.
soy nuggets.
Yeah, and the,
Oh my God.
And the gravy's like kind of lumpy, and the fat's sort of congealed on the top.
Oh,
so,
Yeah.
damn.
yeah.
This needs
All right,
to
so
be...
so I'm gonna
Stale bread,
elbow.
you
I'm
know.
elbowing Esh.
Water, not wine.
Wow!
That sword just sitting
We're
there.
all gonna die.
Nobody's
Food poisoning.
Well, no.
Some
Yeah.
sort of parasite.
So if we're gonna die anyway, might as well fight.
I think our mascot agrees.
Yes.
Someone needs to speak up.
Little pig boy.
She's so embarrassed.
Aw.
Is she really? Oh, that's adorable.
Oh, look at her. Oh.
She's like, I was taken in.
Alright.
Alright.
So
She was
I'm
tremendous.
elbowing Esh and like
Okay.
nobody's
roll.
that sword's not
Let's
being
roll time.
guarded. Like
Well, I mean, the sword's right next to him, right?
I know.
Yeah.
We can
Yeah,
get
but he's
it.
just an old dude, right?
I know. Look at that
Yeah.
asshole.
Spindly little fucker.
Come on. Somebody has to do it because I keep rolling my reckless and I keep.
These knights have got to be hungry as hell. This is
Do
how
we
he's
have our
feeding
weapons on us,
Well,
or did we have to
Are
leave
the-
them?
Are his knights eating better than us?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they are?
Oh, yeah.
See, that never occurred to me.
Oh yeah. No, we're
So
getting
I'm
the
gonna roll my
drinks.
hospitality
Uh huh.
because I want to see. I want to see if I'm powerfully affronted by this.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
So
a
I
fail.
roll hospitality, and I crit my hospitality.
Ooh.
So it goes to pack one, and it is notable now.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's true.
All right, so
This is
yeah,
what it took.
in the middle of
I
trying
fumbled my
to like,
hospitality.
in the middle of trying to like ladle
I'm
out
fine
this
with
this
this.
goat
This is how we do it
stew
in Germany.
with like.
Lovely, there are candles. It smells
Oh god! With like the spoon that's been given us that has like the holes on the bottom. So
Yeah,
we try to ladle something up, just all goes back.
Yeah.
It's all the
Toothpicks are just
overboiled celery.
Yeah.
It's just like,
That's all you can pick up. Yeah.
And so
You don't have
I.
to chew it this way. It's great.
Yeah, you know what? I think I must explode. I have been affronted.
Okay.
So I stand and I kick over whatever tureen the goat stew is in.
oh!
And I throw the spoon down on top of it, and I say, I have never in my life, as a Cambrian, been so insulted by a hosting lord. This drivel is not fit to feed your pigs with.
Okay.
Damn.
Or a pig boy. I yell
I have
after
my
that.
mouth full.
Do we
Like,
have
my
a
weapons
Like, yeah.
Or pig boy.
Yeah.
Are we armed?
Yeah.
So, okay,
Yeah,
to answer
yeah.
your question,
All right, yes.
you really didn't have time to change,
No.
nor were you asked to, so we
No.
can assume you're in your armor.
Yes.
Okay.
However, you wouldn't show up, like, for battle, so you would have left your shields behind. You can have your sidearms, so like a
Great
mace
sword.
or a sword or whatever,
Yeah.
but not the great sword, sadly.
All right, that's
So-
fine. That's all we
Never
need.
need
All
to
we do.
swing my great sword.
I
No,
know.
I'm kidding.
One
about
night
other
with
weapons?
Julian.
Yeah.
Would I have my
Someday.
bow on my back?
A boy can wish.
Probably not, no.
No,
'Cause
wait a
that-
minute.
that
Where
would
would
be-
she where would she put it though?
I know.
Leave it with the shields and everything else.
Yeah.
Back
He's
in the-
saying any
in
of
the
our
guest
fancy,
house.
any of our
Alright.
fancy weapons
Guess
are
who's
all.
gonna be guarding it?
Because that's like showing up like in full SWAT tactical.
Right, which we don't
you
want
know,
to do that.
So.
No.
But we have our swords.
Yeah.
What
Daggers.
we don't want to do.
I kind of.
Yeah, I know. Swords and daggers, right?
Alright, fine.
Right. Swords and daggers.
What's
Fine.
going on? Are you
Fine.
telling? What are you
I'm
telling?
I'm pulling up some music here.
Exciting music,
Uh-oh.
go time
Well,
music.
that's great.
You said yes to mace. So how
So-
does that rank
Yep.
axe then?
Axe would be
Oh,
fine.
Alright, alright.
okay. I rolled my amour for
Oh,
Sir
shit.
Ashen and I critted it.
Oh.
16. So I went up by one, right?
Yeah.
It's even more.
Oh my god.
Okay, so whatever we're gonna do, I'm so inspired. Like I will do it, even if it's like.
Did you just like get up and throw
Dang.
Yeah, I think I did mine in solidarity.
Yeah, yeah.
Like fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And what about Pig Boy? I said.
Yeah.
Wow.
I make my
Alright.
loyalty giant slayer, so
Okay.
I
Yeah,
You're in it,
work,
you're in
work.
You're in it.
All right,
You're in it.
let's flip this fucking table.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what? I do succeed my loyalty giant slayer. And so yes.
We rage quit this feast.
We
I
are-
wanna
Yes.
get this table over.
That's exactly right.
All right. All right. So
This table can't weigh very much.
No.
No.
I just failed my temperate.
Oh.
So what does that mean?
That means we're
You're
going.
still eating your
Yeah.
stew?
I was gonna say you're like chugging while
Yeah.
you're like getting your sword out.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Okay, all right, we're going.
He's sort of
We're
look
going.
confused as
Yeah.
the challenge you choose. Me and mine have been insulted by thee and thine, and this may not stand.
That's right.
Yes.
Challenge!
Yes. Let's go.
All right. Sounds good. Some dramatic music here. All right. So, Cadwallader, of course, is outraged by this
Good.
behavior.
Good, good.
And yes, let's see here. So, so he jumps up and he says, "This is all just a ploy to get my sword. Kill the Outlanders. Kill the foreigners." And so, like, you know, all the non-combatants start screaming and they jump up and they're running
right.
around and it's
Yeah.
total
Chaos.
bedlam.
Chaos.
You know,
Someone
as
grab that sword.
Yeah.
Cadwallader is backing behind his throne. He's got the sword, of
Yeah,
course.
of course
Yeah.
he does.
You know, and then
It's his
the
security blanket.
Yeah, it is.
and then and then the 5 knights are kind of forming a wall in front of him. You know, as the warriors try to sort of fight their way through the crowd. So basically, we've all got one melee round as everyone is
Okay.
streaming out of the hall, and you all are getting ready to do this. So
do it.
we had some impassionments, right? Did everybody?
Oh, did
I
we ever?
Yeah.
Plus 20.
Plus 20.
Yeah,
Crazy.
also plus 20.
Plus 20.
Yes.
Plus
5.
10.
10.
Yeah.
We're doing
Really?
5th edition.
Oh, okay. All
Yep.
right.
And then
I was like, I don't like these guys that
I didn't
Yeah.
crit it. I just made it.
so plus 10.
Okay.
And do you want to impassion at all?
I made it.
Yes.
Okay.
10.
So
Plus 10.
plus 10. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right.
Dude,
Excellent.
I can't believe I rolled that 16. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I know.
Yay.
Love is going to save
Yeah.
the day.
It
That's
will.
right.
Always.
Always will.
Okay, so I am going to
Always.
say that because you critted your hospitality roll, you can seize the sword from Cadwallader without losing any hospitality.
Oh,
Yes.
you have the ability.
Yes.
Cool.
Because you're doing this for hospitality.
Right.
Yeah.
In the
You're like
name
you
of-
are breaching your hospitality.
Precisely. You are
Even
not
though-
fit to be a lord or a knight.
Exactly. You're calling him out.
Well,
So
he's a friggin' dick. So
I
yeah.
know, right?
okay, let's go then.
All right.
It's go time.
Go.
All right. So of course the knights advance.
Okay.
So we're just gonna go around the table.
All right,
so
here we
we'll
go.
start here.
Sword and what the hell? I can't even read this.
Oh, let me get you one here. Let me get
No,
you
I
one.
got one I could use. I just used the wrong one here. I know it's a single digit, so I know I made it, but by what? 1. I rolled a 1.
Oh, my.
All right.
Yeah, it's way dark. So
All right.
that's good.
Getting into that time of year again.
Yeah, we sure are.
Yay.
Huzzah.
Yeah.
I know.
Scarf weather again.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay, so sorry, Jen, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 1.
A 1.
I
All
too
right.
rolled a 1.
Oh.
All
It's a
right.
modified 7, everyone.
That's right.
Oh, but I added. Do I add a 10?
Yeah.
Well, what is your sword normally?
15.
So you would add 5.
5.
So
We got a big old
6.
6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So I rolled a 14. And so that's 15 against your armor of
16.
we're
No,
not-
I don't have a shield.
Yep.
10.
Okay, so you take a 5-point wound.
Oof.
And let's what's your size? 15?
13.
13. So make a dex roll, please.
Stay on the feet.
19.
Ah,
Down
You're
like
down.
a clown.
where was that one roll ago?
Whoa.
Yeah, really. Okay.
Exactly.
Moving down to Sir Zoe.
All right. It's plus 10, right? Just
Plus 10 to your skill,
okay.
Which
So what's your
is-
base skill?
Yeah, base
Oh,
sword.
my mace.
What's
is
your
Mace?
base mace?
It is 16.
So
Alright.
you're adding 6 to
Ace
whatever
of
you roll.
Mace.
Ah, I see. Yes. So that's 22, and I rolled a 17.
Okay. So you're adding 6 to 17, 23, actually.
Yep.
All right, great. So that's a crit, so that beats my normal success. So go ahead and roll your double damage, and you're actually going to then add an additional d6 since these guys are wearing reinforced chain and you're wielding a mace.
So you add the bonus after you double the. Okay.
That's nice.
That is nice.
I'm not going to remember that.
Don't worry.
Remember what?
Ah.
These are just the exotic weapons that no one actually ever really chooses in the GPC because swords are basically better.
Goofy.
Except for great swords, which are greater.
And maces are, I would argue, the great swords of the earlier periods.
That is true, especially against chain.
which is what everybody
What's the
wears.
damage on a
If
mace?
I've done my
It's your base
What's your
damage.
base
Your
damage?
base damage stat.
5d6.
Yeah.
So you're rolling 10d6.
Yeah,
So you're rolling 11d6.
Yep.
11.
Wow, wow, wow.
All right.
Do you want? Oh, you got it.
I
Let's
should
see.
have paid more attention to the starting equipment. I would have given some.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh, yeah.
7, 8,
Oh, I had a
9, 10. I
hammer
need
for
one
one.
more,
I love
please.
One more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a hammer for one of my characters. It was awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome.
Fucking
Yeah, it
loved
does
it.
great against blade.
Yeah,
Just
it's
caves it right in the
yeah,
fucking-
it's nice.
Right.
Oh, I see some sixes.
I do.
You
Yeah.
five,
So that's
fours.
12.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
God.
16, 18, 28. Oops, that was okay. 28 plus. Okay, so 34. 41. Thank you. Is it
Wow.
eight? Oh no, and there's a 5.
What?
45.
46 actually.
46. Thank you.
Yeah.
46. What is that?
Yikes, that's 28 points of
Become a
damage
mist.
after armor plus shield. He has 28 hit points.
Oh,
We're dead.
So,
Yeah!
yeah, you just,
Oh,
cave right
plunk.
in.
yeah. I think actually you just get him right on the sternum and you just cave in his chest.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. You don't insult my friends.
Oh, yay! That's cool.
That is awesome.
Love it. Love
That
it.
is
Love it.
tremendous.
Huzzah.
Okay.
All right, so I have plus 20 to
Yes.
my sword,
Yep.
Get
which
ready.
is 13, 33.
33, so you're going to
So
add 13.
Man, that's
to
fire.
whatever I do.
Here we go.
Oh, God, please. 13 plus 18 is
All right.
31.
Yep.
So we're
Well
good
done.
there.
Yep.
So
Double damage.
I don't get any. Let's see.
Nothing
here.
fancy.
Nothing
You still get
fancy.
10d6.
Yeah, I know, but
I tried to
kidding.
give everyone at least 5d6 damage.
wow. Okay, wow.
So
Good
for
wow, bad wow.
Ritter, he's got 6 d6.
35, 45, 48.
Whoa.
You also kill a knight.
Yay. All
I
for
don't
love.
have to be cool. Yeah, I'm doing this for a show.
Yeah.
All right.
I love you, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they have open helms, of course.
Oh.
So you just slash him right across the bridge of the nose. And
Oh,
you just
yeah.
kind of separate the lower part of his face.
Oh God.
Okay.
Oh
Wow.
God.
That all just falls off.
You
Oh,
fan?
oh God.
And his tongue kind of flops out.
Similar to the chunks of tongue that were in our stew.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh
a
my
bit
God.
of it flies into the stew pot.
This is just, oh, sorry.
Big boy!
This is for you, big boy. All right.
All right.
Alright.
Okay.
One away from a crit.
Oh.
Alas. Oh, I guess I need to roll.
Less
One away from a crit.
No!
So I got an 18.
I got a 19.
You shook your fist to the
I
sky.
did.
Shit, what did you say?
I said you shook your fist to the
Oh,
sky.
okay.
No, the shit.
Bricks
No.
to the sky. Oh, that's a new one.
Yeah, I built a brick chimney.
What's his size?
His size is 14.
I hit him for 14 points exactly.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh.
14 exactly. All right, so that's not enough to do anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
That's weird.
All right.
There's only
Seems like a
5d6.
That's...
Lothar.
7.
A 7. That beats my 3.
Yay!
Alright.
Oh, and he's got a shield, right?
He does.
And he's using an axe, so it's plus d6 versus someone wearing a shield.
Thank you. Oh my god.
We got
Welcome
10.
to my roll.
15. 18.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, that's, 2 points. Gotta start
something. That's
somewhere.
good.
Gotta
Yeah.
start somewhere.
Yep.
I asked for this. I'll just remind everyone.
You did ask.
I willingly asked for the most cursed dice.
Oh, that's true, dude.
Yeah.
It was a
The
challenge.
d6s should have been fine, but I mean, they were my d6s, so
There's a miasma, Dave.
yeah.
Right.
It's all.
Creeping. It's a creeping.
Yes.
It's true.
Yeah.
There's truth.
Okay. Let's see here. How many warriors did I say were here? 8.
11.
There's 8 warriors.
Oh, there's 8. Oh,
And
good.
we're fighting knights right now, or warriors?
Well, so 3 of you have felled your knights, correct?
Right.
That's right.
Okay. So 2 warriors apiece are moving in on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Well, what we're going to do, because Cadwallader now, seeing 3 of his knights go down like clowns,
Right.
like juggalos,
in one combat round,
Right?
he's moving for a door at the back of the hall.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
Who is the greatest? Oh yeah, no, you have to go.
You have to spot him. 'cause
But
he
you're
can
still
see-
fighting.
But I'm still
You're still engaged.
Yeah.
So the three of you might have a chance to go after Cadwallader, but you'll
yeah.
be leaving these warriors to engage your
You two
comrades.
want the sword, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you guys go? Go ahead.
Once we get the sword,
got
we
it.
can
I got these guys.
Yeah.
That's true.
we come back with the sword. We're the king.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, the thing is only three. You can only fight 3 opponents max. There's 6 moving towards you, so 2 of you could take 3 each and leave the third to make a move after the king.
Okay.
Depends on
Rock,
who
paper,
wants-
scissors.
No, I say you go for it first, and see what progress you can make with it, and then I can go. I don't know.
Alright,
Oh,
fine.
you might not be able to leave Surrection.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
lover. Or
Yeah,
wannabe
so I
lover.
think
But if
Kalidas
we
is
get
the
it-
obvious candidate.
Fine.
Yeah.
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 Okay,
I've
so
got a 15 in loss, so I'm
I'm not
probably pretty
invested.
sneaky.
Sir, you are in
Sir?
breach of hospitality,
Sir?
sir.
Sir?
I'm trying to serve this notice,
Sabina.
the subpoena, this writ.
Oh my god.
I'm a
Yeah,
Roman
yeah, no,
lawyer.
that makes sense.
I
Yeah.
can sneak around like
And
nobody's
also-
business.
Yeah.
All right.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yes, everyone is Jeff Goldblum in this adventure. All
They're
of
everywhere.
us.
They're everywhere.
Oh my god.
All the
Just
kings,
different
all the
stages of his
players.
life.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're all Jeff Goldblum.
I'm like, which is the big, scary, beefy Jeff Goldblum?
You.
Be the beefy Jeff Goldblum in your own.
Yeah.
That you
In
want
your
to
own
see in the
hearts.
world.
That's
Maybe
right.
it's the blue fur alien from Earth Girls Are Easy.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start with Kalidas and see how this goes. So
All right,
you're
chasing after the old dude.
you're chasing after. What is your move, please?
Scrabbling. I'm a 3.
He is a 3 as well. So
right, here we go.
You're not going to be able to catch him outright.
No.
He runs through the door and disappears up a spiral staircase.
Does he really laugh like that?
Oh, yeah,
So
totally.
that goes down.
He's
Yeah.
loving
Spider.
it. He's just loving it.
It might be nervous laughter. Who knows? So you're giving chase?
Yeah.
Okay. So you chase him up the spiral staircase. It goes up and up and up and up and up. And you emerge out onto a parapet around the pitched roof over the hall.
All right.
And then he rounds on you with a red blade. I'll show you a thing or two.
Oh.
How about thee? And he comes at you with the red blade.
All right.
All right?
So now you're in defense of your life, so you have justification.
That is true as well. All right. Where's our man? There you are. Okay, let's have it.
It's raining. The rocks are slippery.
Absolutely.
And he's an old dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like my
Yeah.
odds.
His rheumatism is kicking in.
Got a touch of the rheumatism.
He's still impassioned?
Good thing I rubbed down with icy hot before all this.
Pancake.
Oh my God.
Oh, the sting.
Tiger bomb.
Yes.
Okay.
Tiger ball.
Oh.
All right. So yes, good point about it being slippery. I'm going to say it's a -5 to both of you.
Right.
So you'll have a +5
To my roll.
overall to your skill.
Which means you can't fumble.
Exactly.
Yep. Or fail.
Mm-hmm.
It's 18.
All right. I got a critical success.
Damn it! Damn it! All right.
Damn him for being impassioned.
It's that menthol, you know?
Gives him an edge.
Never felt more clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. He knows which steps are slippery and which
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Not familiar.
All right. Oops. There goes the dice.
What's crafty? Do I have crafty? I should have crafty.
15.
I'm just
Okay, so you did succeed. So you get your armor plus your shield. So you take 6 points of damage.
Ooh, what?
really
Oh,
bad.
it's because he's really weak, right? Because he's got like a 3d6 damage or something because he's old and frail.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of swings it at you like Alec Guinness in the first Star Wars movie, you know, just kind of, But then the blade hits you and it just goes right through your armor and cuts.
The blade is really
The
something.
blade
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. So you take a 6-point wound,
Oh God.
and
And now you have the Red Death.
let's just play through this combat and see how
Fine.
it goes,
Fine.
and then we'll flash back
All
down.
right, fine.
All right, I'm gonna keep going. I got a crit again.
Jesus, really?
Mm-hmm.
11.
Okay. Another 6-point wound.
Are you impassioned,
Yeah.
Jen?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Another round.
This will be it for me. He'll kill me. Past this.
Oh shit.
Do you want to try and push him off the roof?
Well, I was thinking maybe I was going to trip him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was going to try and trip
sure.
him. And I have a 12 deceitful, so I could possibly do this.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, go for it.
It would be an opposed dex roll.
All right, fine.
Okay.
20.
Yes! Wait.
No!
Shit! You're not dodging! Fuck!
Okay, so you try to bum rush him. I made his dex roll.
No!
So
rolled a 20.
he just simply sidesteps you and sticks
And
his
off I
foot
go.
out and whacks
Off
you
I
off
go.
the parapet with the
Fucking
blade.
fuck.
it.
Are there windows in the
Man.
hall? Like,
Maybe
are there
you'll
windows?
survive the fall.
No.
Are there windows that we
There
can see?
are windows, so we'll just say dramatically, yes, there's a big arrow slit, and you just see this body go. Whoop.
Oh god.
That's it.
Oh shit.
Well,
Our team, their team,
in the
our
name
team.
of fairness, we'll go ahead and roll that damage. Let's see
Why is
here.
that?
No, I'm dead.
All right.
That's
How
a
many
good way to
stories
go.
is it? How many stories?
We're fine with
Of
that.
damage? Alright,
It's at
50
least 5 stories.
So 5.
At least 5? Yeah, that's
That's
not
50
enough.
feet.
It's not,
That's not
even if I
good.
land in pig shit, I'm still gonna.
Yeah, you're still. That's still not good. Like die from wounds.
No, don't.
Break both of your legs?
This is a good death.
That's
Let me
5
go.
stories.
You're good with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh gosh,
I just wanna
Palace
know
is
how
sweetheart
many
movie.
D6 that is.
All
Play him
right.
again sometime. It's a good character.
He's a good character.
Okay. Meanwhile, down in the hall, we're fighting. So you're
Yeah.
fighting 3 warriors.
Yes.
Do you want to split your
Bring
skill?
it! Oh, yeah.
shit.
Sorry. I have a mace. That'll be fine.
Do you want to split?
That was demented.
Do you want to split your skill between the 3 fighters?
Yes.
Okay. How would you like to split it? You've got the plus 10 from your passion, right?
So what's your total number?
That would be 26.
So you could do 8, 10.
10.
26, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 8, 8, 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
good.
That's reasonable.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do it.
It could be done.
Alright.
First roll, I succeeded with a 9.
15. Haha.
Okay. Second roll, I failed.
Oh, but you got a 15.
Oh my god.
You're rolling an 8, 8, and a 10 though.
Right.
Oh,
no,
that's
you're,
right.
No, you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So
a
fail. Okay,
Yeah,
fail.
2 fails.
2 fails.
Okay, I failed the
Alright.
second one myself.
All right.
And then the third one, I succeeded with the 5.
Oh my god.
What do you
That
got?
went up 15, 17, 19.
Oh man.
Wow.
That's bizarre.
I think you
That's
gotta cleanse those
impressive.
dice too.
Yeah.
This is
That,
getting ridiculous.
this is goddamn ridiculous.
Tickle damn donkulus.
That's right.
So I'm just like swinging wildly.
Yeah.
Come on! How about they?
Yeah. Oh, Bill.
And down I
The
go.
music is changing.
I know. Why are you doing music?
We're-
I'm not doing music.
We're not doing music?
technically.
Oh.
All right, making sure my math is correct. All right,
Okay,
so
all
Requiem.
the one hit. Here we go.
30.
So pull some Mozart here.
Okay, God.
All right, so the one hit that did land that you missed, so you'd only get your armor on. You're okay because I only did 11 points of damage. So.
All right, good.
All right, so Julian,
Yeah.
we've got
3.
okay,
11, 11, 11.
11, 11, 11. You got it.
Wow.
Here we
That's
go.
Good.
Let's see.
Yeah, come on.
Fail, make it, fumble.
Fail, make it fumble.
Fail, make it, and fumbled. All right, fumbled, made it, and failed.
Oh my God.
Oh.
On the one you made it, what
Yeah.
did you roll?
I rolled a 5.
Okay, I rolled a 9.
Damn it, he's on fire.
I know. He really is. I don't know why.
I don't either.
12 points, so you're okay,
Oh, yeah.
unless your size is
My size is 15.
15. Okay, that's fine. You did fumble though
I did fumble on
on
one,
the last one.
Yeah, that you had
which
failed.
was a fail.
Okay, and that was a fail for me.
Yep.
So, and you're wielding a sword.
No, flail, right?
No, I'm doing my sword because you said we didn't have fancy weapons.
That's right.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right, so sorry.
Okay, so you just merely drop it. That's
Yeah.
fine. Okay, then we are over to Etchin, who's
Hello.
merely fighting a knight.
Oh, merely.
Can
Yes.
Again.
Yeah.
One away from a crit.
Yeah, that's not.
One away from a crit, still beats my 16.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, but that's 3 ones.
You
with
saw the
that
ones?
9.
I did not see the ones. I saw
That
them.
is 12.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I'm not
You were
even
there
going through his
playing.
armor.
All right, fine. Nothing there. And then we've got Lothar.
I got an 11.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, and I still get a plus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's
Oh,
pick.
that's a good number.
Alright, so that is 28.
28. Pretty good. Let's see, that's a 10-point wound. Okay, and 28, that is exactly double his strength, so he does still get a...
You mean his size?
I mean his size, thank you.
I was gonna say strength, Jesus.
Yep, so he goes down.
Oh, yay.
Yep, so he's knocked down. Okay.
Oh my god. That's what you
the
get.
castle's falling.
That's what you get.
Yes,
Ah.
how symbolic.
Oh.
Okay.
The little doors open.
They do.
Oh my god.
Oh,
One's kind of break.
Oh, whoops, I knocked off his hinges.
Yeah.
There we go.
You know
There
your
we
own
go.
strength.
There you
There
go.
Alright.
we go. Okay.
Thank you. I need that.
Welcome. Alright, so... Ah! I rolled natural 20 on that.
Oh! I'm just mad at you now.
Alright, so you can hear Cadwallader up on the roof exulting in his victory.
Yes.
We hear
Yes.
this?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's cackling.
No.
He's cackling.
I'm going down the stairs.
I critted my loyalty giant slayers.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Okay.
Oh,
So I'm
shit.
rushing.
Sounds good. I'm going to give you that plus 20 on your strength
Okay.
as you bowl over the 3 guys you're fighting.
Okay.
How about that?
20.
That's
All
it.
right.
That's perfect.
34? Yeah, 34. That's okay, so what do I
Plus 14?
14? Yeah.
Secret.
Yeah, I crit.
Okay. So you bowl these guys over and you go running up the stairs. So we're going to do another one-on-one combat.
All right.
Oh no!
You reach the roof and find Cadwallader
Yeah.
doing his best Highlander impersonation. You know, the lightning's coming down and striking the blade, the whole thing. You know, like,
That fucking emo bastard.
yeah.
Alright,
All right,
so
here we go.
here we go. Yeah, just my sword.
Yep.
So here we go.
You, your sword, and you.
Okay, that's a crit.
It's crit.
Excellent. I also critted.
Damn it.
So D3 damage to each other.
Yes.
I do 3 to you.
D3.
Oh.
Oh, that's a D4.
Oh.
So D6 divided by 2. You got it.
Here we go. Woo.
3.
3.
All
Thank you.
right.
So you take 3, he takes 3.
Oh
Great.
my god.
Ting. Alright, I'll just mark it. I'll mark
Ka-ting,
it.
ka-ting, ka-ting.
Sounds good.
Okay, here
Here
we
we
go.
go.
Yep.
Okay, I need to know. I'm sorry. I thought I knew what my crit score was.
We
Okay.
have a plus 20, right?
Yeah.
It's plus 20 to 13, so 33.
So you're adding 13 to
adding
everything.
13 to everything. 13.
So 7 or better is a crit.
That's what I thought. Okay, so 9.
Oh wow.
Okay,
and I
you
made it.
critted and I
Yeah.
did not.
Oh.
Good for once.
Yes, double damage.
Double
Yep.
damage.
I missed a crit by 1, everybody. So I just
Oh,
got
man.
that.
Oh, nobody cares
That's
really.
a shame. It's a terrible shame.
No one feels sad about that. 18,
I hadn't wasted that natural 20.
24,
True.
24,
24.
25, 30, 35, 40.
Okie dokie. So,
Looks like you're getting that sword after all.
I'll give it to you, actually.
Oh,
alright, so
so
you
sweet.
see your opening, and Cadwallader, you slash him right across the chest. And the upper stroke just opens his chest up, and he falls backwards with this look of shock on his face.
Yeah.
And he lies dead on the rain-soaked roof. But then, out of the storm clouds, you hear a galloping sound.
Oh no! I'm going to hell.
Directly.
I don't know if it's you.
Just take the sword and
Make
run.
a valorous roll at -5, please.
Oh no.
Wow. This is something.
10. 4, I make it.
Great. Okay. So you see somebody riding out of the clouds.
Wow.
Ghost Rider?
Basically, it's
Medieval style?
it's an armored knight, but he has like a floating skull for a head, you know. And then there's these red-eyed hounds that are kind of loping along with him as they come down out of the clouds.
Shit.
And
It's Sam Elliott.
Yeah, it's voiced by Sam Elliott.
and so you just kind of stand there dumbstruck watching
Yeah.
what happens.
Whoa.
as
I don't shit myself, basically.
no, as you see a spectral form of King Cadwallader torn screaming from his cooling body
Wow!
by this rider and thrown to the pack of hounds, who then tear him limb from limb,
Oh!
and then bear him with his still screaming head back up into the clouds.
Fantastic.
Whoa!
How beautiful was that?
What's the price for one?
Yeah, I'm like, that sword.
Dude, there's no sand.
Yeah. No, I believe everything I saw. And I know exactly what I saw.
Yeah.
And I pick up the sword, because the
Yeah.
other king, right, King of the Crane,
Mhm.
I wanted to see it.
Yep.
So at least we could maybe pawn it off on him, because if I
Pawn it off on him.
because if that's the price for wielding that sword, then I don't want to take it.
Yeah, well,
So I'll pick it up.
maybe it's a sword, maybe it's something else.
I don't know.
We just
Here's
don't
the
know.
fell magics that
We
were
just
prolonging his life.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pick up the sword,
Right?
and I'm going to come downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Do you look younger? Do you feel better? How do
I
you
don't.
feel?
I don't know. When I pick up the sword, do I feel anything?
You don't really.
That's fine.
Okay, see,
That's
it's
okay.
okay. It's
That's
just-
Leonhardt's really big magic.
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
But all of you heard what was going on. You know, you heard the baying of the spectral hounds, the screaming of Cadwallader
sure.
as his soul was torn from his body.
It's a ruckus.
Everyone in the hall heard it. Everyone booked it.
Ah.
You know, yeah.
So I'm going to
So-
come down the stairs like a boss.
Yep.
Yeah, it's your castle now.
Carrying
And
the
just-
glowing sword.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
just holding the sword like
Yeah.
I got it. So
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
we should find out what's going on with Pig Boy.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Right?
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
go talk to Pig Boy.
Yeah.
So, just to wrap it up,
So, Julian, I know it's not a cabin in the woods,
Right.
but we do have this nice cozy.
Kite.
What are you
Castle
saying?
kite.
Yes, shit.
So,
I'm thinking about it.
so you find Pig Boy in the process of preparing to engineer an escape. So,
That's a
Wait, what?
Two sticks together.
huge.
yeah.
Because like the house had no wall.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he had his little bindle. He was
Oh,
getting his
okay.
bindle
All right,
together,
all right,
you know.
all right.
So,
Okay. What did it have? An apple core and
yeah, exactly.
some wet matches.
One broken wet man.
And a stick of bubblegum and a battery.
Battery. D-battery.
And a dirty baseball.
Yeah.
Um,
So he's so we say Pig Boy. What?
and a Chewbacca with most of the paint rubbed off.
Oh.
Pretty good.
So young man, like what are you doing?
All right, so the basic question is, would you take Pig Boy with you
Yes.
on your return?
Absolutely.
Okay, so he tells you the story. He is King Cadwallader's son.
Oh, I
What?
thought so. I thought so.
And
yeah.
Cadwallader's magic is basically to cook and eat his own son, and that restores his youth and vitality to him. And he was due to do that on the morrow.
Oh,
You
wow.
see, it didn't have anything to do with the sword.
That's true.
So this, yeah, indeed, the sword itself is
Benign.
seemingly benign.
Jen.
So when you get back to the castle of
Just
the
a light
crane,
curse.
Right.
Yeah.
it's just a light,
Yeah.
No more than normal.
a
Yeah.
light to moderate curse.
Yeah.
So when you get back to the castle of the crane, everyone greets you expectantly, and King Garin wants to know of your adventure.
Uh-oh.
So you tell of it.
Yeah.
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 Lost
I,
it.
I critted my orate again.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
This is your night.
H.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, I crit my orate!
Yay! So you supplement my story.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
and
cool.
it's thrilling.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we tell
Yes,
him
absolutely.
and present and show him the sword.
Check my orate.
Yes.
Okay, so
Show
you
him the sword.
But I'm
you
still
show him the
suspicious.
sword.
Sure.
He
Yeah.
lounges shirtless at the edge of his throne.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so he says, can I see it?
I'm showing it to you right now.
Can I hold it? Just once.
What do you all think? So
I'm
turn to
gonna-
the giant slayers because you guys are my
Okay,
bros.
I'm gonna roll my
What do y'all
trusting.
think?
Fail my trusting. Fail my suspicious.
I'm notably
But I'm-
trusting, so
You say I should give it to him, or I should let him hold it.
I don't say no.
All right, Lothar, what do you say?
I failed both.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Swim beyond the grave. Name it trusting.
I'm trying to think. Like, what's
The spirit. Yes.
well, I critted my honor.
Oh.
Our dead comrade who sacrificed his life to help us in claiming the sword did swear to bring it
That's
back to
true.
the king.
Thank you.
I kind of feel like, you know, giving, his wishes. We didn't promise
You can always
to let
kill him if
hold
you...
it.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I agree. Thank you so much. So I will hand the sword to the king to hold.
Cadwellon.
All right, so
Nothing
his
bad will happen.
gold bloomy face fills with wonder as he says, "With this, I could overcome any foe. I could conquer all of Marianeth. I could slay the Cater Idris dragon."
Good.
Wow.
Good.
And he says,
Dragon?
"Will you return this to me? In the name of Largesse, give it back to me.
I look at him like,
Give me my due."
I don't know you from anybody. Like,
I don't know you.
I don't know you.
You could roll generous.
Yeah, I'll roll. Let's see. I make my generous.
The sword's more of a pain in the ass than
It
anything.
is. I will leave it to another king, but I hope that you wield it justly, unlike the other one.
I think that there's part of you that deep down inside, like, maybe suspects that it really wasn't the sword so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It
this
was
is
some
someone
other
that,
curse.
like,
Yeah,
what's he gonna do? He's gonna go and get his ass killed the first time he tries to wield it.
it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is.
I mean,
more
look at him. He
trouble.
doesn't wear armor. He's just going to shoot
Surely.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I
Just gonna wave it
will.
around and get eaten by a dragon.
He doesn't know the secret is eating his own son.
Exactly.
Right.
So I'm
Secret
going
ingredient
to.
is sun.
Is sun. So I will bow and I will say, "It is yours to wield."
Okay.
Wow. Wow.
So you would check your generous. You get some glory. King Garen showers you with rewards. You get a gold armband worth 10 libra, a herd of 10 ponies,
Oh.
his loyal friendship forever,
Cool.
and the offer of the hand of his daughter.
Yay.
What's her
She got childbearing
What's
hips.
that? What's
It
that?
doesn't matter.
Maybe it does.
No,
I don't
it
know.
doesn't matter.
19. F 19.
19.
Whoa!
It's a possible.
Oh,
No,
right,
of
but you
course.
have another. Your heart
No,
is
no,
with someone
it's
else.
fine.
It
That's
has nothing to
normal.
do
That's
with
normal
it.
for this time.
Yeah.
Maybe she's like
She's
androgynously beautiful.
You
know?
you can stand her.
I
You
can-
could
it'll
probably
be
get a
fine.
child
She
by her.
inexplicably has an Irish accent.
Oh, that's one of her distinctive features.
I think she's like a Welsh accent, but I love it. But I think she's a Welsh accent, right?
Well,
So
sure, yeah.
It's enough to charm, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta get married at some point, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna need some
Yeah.
kids.
You gotta have kids.
Maybe
yeah.
maybe she looks like that.
Oh my god.
That
There
is.
you go.
Why?
That makes you
I'm just
really-
going for like androgynous, you know, like
I
kind
don't
of.
even
The tiny
know.
mustache.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that
Well,
should be
you
good.
know, a lot of women
Oh,
do
gosh.
have mustaches.
That's
They
right.
do. Okay, so yeah, that's cool.
I'm just trying to figure like what would appeal to Sir Julian.
Okay.
God.
Cool, I accept all of those gifts, I guess. Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you, I guess.
Yeah. I got some
Thank you, I
ponies.
guess. And so, on that strange and ambivalent note, the quest is over for now.
Huzzah.
Yay! That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Big boy.
I'll always remember Pig Boy.
Pig Boy will return in the
Oh.
Revenge of Sir Pig Boy.
Yes.
That's right. He
You
wants
think
that
I'm
sword.
joking?
No, I don't.
What?
He wants the sword.
Oh, he does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
That thing's gonna get passed back and forth.
Oh yeah, it's not over with that
Yeah.
sword.
It's like a UTI.
Oh boy.
I'm just gonna leave that.
Yeah. We won't. We won't make it.
We shan't.
Thank you so much. For
Yay. That was
Wonderful.
exciting.
Happy Michaelmas, everyone.
Yay!
Happy Greg Day, right?
Oh,
Yes,
happy
happy
Greg
Greg
Day,
Day.
too.
Happy Greg
It's
Day.
the happiest of Michaelmases.
It was the best Michaelmas ever.
It
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Until next year.
That's right.
Should we still take a picture?
Oh, yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Absolutely.
Do you guys want your glory totals, by the way?
Yeah, sure.
Why not?
Lothar got 170.
Nice.
Etchin got 215.
Oh.
Kalidas got 230. Zoe's 245. And Julian racked up 535.
Wow.
Thank you, thank you.
Mhm.
Nice.
Well done.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for my passion. Like,
True. That drove it along.
It really did.